my tourist visa. I'm just gonna
You do a
skip it.
fantastic job of sounding very confident in your answers when you don't know what you're talking about. No,
Oh no, I am confident in my answers. So that's what I was told when I was crossing the border. My multiple
you know
official
what you
agencies.
do.
Pardon?
Yeah,
No.
you don't need a visa to come in as a Canadian citizen. There's multiple countries that are on the non um, visa waiver program where you can just come in on your passport alone. You're allowed a period of time to come in, 3 to 6 months, whatever. You don't need a visa. Canada's one of them. Australia, England, etc. You don't need a visa for a bunch of different countries. Typically, first world countries that are in the agreement. So, I mean, you could have a visa, I guess, but it's not really necessary. Yeah. Now, I noticed that when you guys were having the discussion on the Bible, she sounds very sure of herself on some things. So, all right, that's fine. Who's up next? You have a body count? Ooh.
A body count on me?
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool.
I was about to say, dang, that was bad.
You like sexual bodies?
Sexual bodies? I mean, that's a complicated question. I think we'll save that answer for another time.
Okay. Is that much?
It could be. It could not be that much. Who knows?
Under or below 20?
I don't know.
Under or above?
Could be. I don't know.
That's lost count. Okay.
Hi, my name is Electra. I'm 26 years old.
Where you from?
I'm from Greece.
Nice. Greece. Can you live here in Miami or just visiting?
I'm here for vacation.
Kalispera. All right. What part of Greece are you from?
Thessaloniki.
I'm sorry?
Thessaloniki.
Oh, where's that?
It's the second biggest city in Greece.
Ah. I didn't know what that was. Okay. Learn something new every day. Thessaloniki or something like that is what she said. All right. What do you do for work?
What?
What do you do for work?
It depends. Usually I work as a bartender in summer.
Okay.
In Greece we work seasonal jobs. And
Okay.
we work for 6 months. And the rest of the year we choose if we want to work or do what we want.
Nice. That sounds pretty good to me.
Yes.
Socialist country. That's why the country sucks. That's why it had a bad recession. How's it got? Has your dollar recovered? Or
Very bad economy.
yeah, it's happy all the work after you. Like fuck it. Yeah. Hey, I'm taking money. I'm gonna hang out, man. All right. So you're a bartender half the year, and another half you travel.
Usually yes.
Okay. Highest education level completed, college or high school, or
But
what'd you major in college?
I studied pharmacy, but don't.
You didn't finish?
No, I finished, but don't work as a pharmacist.
How long did you go to pharmacy school?
5 years.
Wow. So you actually finished. Why didn't you do that?
Because I don't
Relationship status?
single.
Okay. Are your parents together?
No,
All right. Birth control for you? And then these, are you like ethnically Greek or like where's your family from?
Yes.
Okay, so actually like Greece, like you're not from like your parents didn't come from somewhere else.
No.
I think it's one of the first. It's actually Greek, yeah. From like, lives there. It's actually yeah, like the other ones are like immigrants. Welcome. Yeah, Spanish people from North Africa.
No. I'm a tourist visa, not
Okay, no, that's not what we meant. We were asking like, what is your like background? Like, is your family Arab? Are they Hispanic? Are they parents and grandparents?
No, as far as I know, I'm Greek. But people tell me that I don't look like Greek.
So she's an actual Greek person. All right, cool. All right.
Okay.
She's Spartan for real.
She's foundation Greek.
Yeah, foundation Greek. All right. All right. What about you?
Wait, hold on. Greek. Your body count. What is body count?
I don't answer this question.
Ah,
That's a lot of heroes.
Oh, I got you, Sano.
Okay, hi, I'm Joya. I'm 19. And I'm a student at FIU.
You look familiar.
Full-time
I
student?
came here last year.
There you go.
Yeah,
Welcome
full
back.
time.
So no job. Where are you from, Mercy?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
I remember.
Mhm.
Highest education level completed. You're pursuing your bachelor's, right?
High school, yeah. So,
What are you pursuing and what are you majoring in?
communications, but I want to be a lawyer.
You like to argue?
I can.
Listen to you.
All right. What kind of law are you thinking of getting into?
Malpractice. No, malpractice.
Relation test?
I'm taking.
No.
Literally 3 days. Like he just asked me to be his girlfriend 3 days ago.
Really? Are you a slut? Wait, you're really tall, right? Wasn't dating hard? I think you mentioned it's hard last show.
It's a little bit tougher for me, but I feel like it's not like unattainable.
Okay.
I feel like I don't have a super hard time.
Wait, so you guys meet?
We met on Instagram, but he is on the football team at FIU. So
Oh,
I've seen him in person before, but like he texted me on Instagram.
Okay. So 3 days. How long were you guys together prior to that?
About 4 weeks.
They moving fast, bro.
I'm assuming he's a college student too.
Yard spring. What are you playing?
Same age.
All right. Are you friends together?
No, but they were together for 3 years.
Okay. Did they divorce when you left the house?
No, they divorced when I was in 9th grade. Yeah, so it's
Okay. So
So it's
are
been
you the
about,
youngest?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. Are your birth geography?
No.
And ethnic background?
I'm not sure, but raised black.
Yeah. Why?
So she would be a foundation Black American.
How tall are you?
6'1".
That's pretty tall.
Oh, and you said this guy's like an athlete in school, right?
Yeah.
Player?
Hold on, real quick. Let's do a little real quick. He's talking shit.
All right. While Fresh does this hype thing, guys, let's get to 2,000 likes, ninjas. Get the videos up. I don't want to be an asshole, but we're gonna start a new rule. We need it to be 50% engagement at all times. Damn, that's shit, nigga. Yeah. All right, stand back to back, real quick. Back to back, so we can really get a visual here. So that means, yeah, that puts Fresh at about 5'11", right?
So,
5'10", 5'11".
You gonna declare for the draft next year? Oh,
5'10",
I'll say this. Put shoes on,
You think 5'10"?
I'm 6 feet.
I'm 6 foot without my shoes
She's not
Okay, so is your official height 6 or 6'1"?
on. So I'll say 6.
Okay,
Since it's without my shoes on 6.
so that puts you at about 5'10", 5'11".
I'll take it.
What do they say about you?
No, I'm talking shit because someone you talk about height all the time. I was trying to make a funny joke there. I won't say who it is because I don't want this person.
I felt like people were saying you were
Nah,
short.
well, no, because of you, you called me short. Oh, you're a tall person, bro.
Okay. And then who's up next? What about you? What's your name?
Sunny.
What's up? Senny?
Sunny.
Have you been partying?
No.
Talk to your voice.
Subway.
Oh, all the time?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. My bad.
You gotta be short.
You smoke?
What?
Smoke a little bit?
No.
Damn.
I don't smoke.
That's different. Okay.
All right. Your first, I'm saying, Senny?
Sunny. I said an I. S-E-N-N-I.
Send me.
Oh, Senny.
Sunny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maldi?
Finland.
All right, where are you from?
Finland.
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 Born and raised?
Born and raised.
Interesting.
Are your family military?
No. My family's in Finland.
Are you a dual citizen?
No. I'm a Finnish citizen. I'm on a visa.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Because you don't have an accent. That's why I'm a little trying to figure out here.
Yeah. I watch stuff like Simpsons growing up.
Oh, okay. I can hear feet a little bit.
All right. Do you live in the U.S. now or do you live in Finland?
I live in the U.S.
How long you been here?
Since 2022.
So you've been here for 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What do you do for work?
I started OnlyFans here, and I set content, and I'm a model, and a promoter, and a producer, and
You do a lot.
Wait, hold on, one more time. You said
Keep it on some
OnlyFans promoter, and what was the last
No,
thing?
I sell content. I promote. I'm bartending.
Who's farted?
All right, so hold on. Let me make sure I have this right. So producer, OF, promoter, and bartender.
Yep.
Which one is your predominant source of income?
All of them.
No, the biggest one.
Selling some content.
OnlyFans?
Honestly. Clients. I just started OnlyFans.
Basically, in OnlyFans, when you send people messages, they can request certain things that they request to pay higher amounts of money for the videos and content.
But don't you do that through OnlyFans then?
No, I did. I started from Snapchat and TikTok.
Okay. So you sell like feet pictures and shit, probably?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, they pay a lot on Snapchat. A lot of money
I know, right?
per day. That's a lot. So,
All right. Highest education level completed?
School.
Did you go to high school here or back in Finland?
Uh,
They teach English over there, right?
Yes.
Relationship status?
Second.
nice.
How long you guys been together?
2 days.
Let's get it. Hold on, I gotta know. How did you meet him? How did you meet him?
I think
What's up?
Baccarat.
Baccarat. That's a fun club. So, real quick, how did he approach you? And
I don't know. Instagram DMs. I don't know. Snapchat.
oh, so he gave you from the club. After the club.
Yeah.
How long has it been? 3 days, you said?
2.
He's your man already?
No. We met like back in the day, like 4 months ago.
Well, until what?
So, okay. So you guys met on Instagram, then you met in person.
No, we met at the club.
Okay, and then you communicated through Instagram. from
Yeah.
there. Okay, and then you guys been talking for like 4 months.
Like kind of.
Okay, if I were to ask him, would he also say that you're his girlfriend? Or would you
Yes.
say single?
Yes.
Wait, is he white or black?
No comment.
No, I mean, you can say it. I'm gonna say it.
White.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, she nervous to say that.
I don't know. No, because like she knows I know who it is.
Oh, you know who it is?
No, I said no.
How many languages do you speak?
3.
Hey, someone said OnlyFans.
Only
Okay,
Sending
well,
it from.
Well, we wish you the best, sir.
Thanks.
Question: that chain you have, I like it. How old was it?
It's my boyfriend.
Give
much
it
is
to
that big
the
one?
kids?
Yeah.
It's like 25, 20, 25.
25K?
In Israel.
It is.
What does he do for a living?
Meme coins.
Oh, so
It's like a Miami relationship.
yeah, fairy tale.
He does beam coins.
You might be a meme soon, don't worry. Holy.
All right. Okay, are your friends together?
Yes.
What's the trouble you?
Hell no.
You have kids?
Hell no.
Wait, I'm afraid to ask this question. Your body count? What's your body count?
Less than 20.
Really?
Really?
How? 19?
Probably 18.
Okay. That's not bad. That's a lot. Right, Chris? That's a lot, bro. That's a lot. I can see you, bro. I'm funny, bro. That's you lying too. You already know she lying, bro. That boy cooked.
Hey guys, like I said, we got 893 likes. We got what? Already almost 60,000 you guys plus watching. So do me a solid, guys. Like the video on YouTube, okay? And let's get to 50% engagement. Bare minimum, man. 'Cause I don't want stuff. Just like the video.
It's free, man.
Ninja watchers, man. It's completely free. Like the video. Enjoy it while you can. 'Cause who knows how much longer we'll be on fucking YouTube on this? I think that's passion. Okay, we'll go to Miss Jesus. Okay, what's your name?
My name's Sophia. Georgia. Like an hour north of Atlanta.
Oh, what is
Right.
What do you do?
I'm a server and a bartender at restaurant.
Is this do you live here in Miami or you just
No. I live in Athens. She's
That's
in Athens. It's in Georgia.
So you're just here on vacation?
I am.
Are you guys friends?
We are.
Oh, YouTube. Okay. And
I just met them.
okay, all right. I was gonna say like you live in the. Do you have your house here in America or in Finland?
What their town? Florida.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Hell
Are your folks there? Do you like live with your parents or no? Miss Finland.
Oh, no, my parents.
You gotta talk in that mic. They can't hear you.
My parents live in Finland.
Okay, so you're just here by yourself.
My dad does.
Your dad does. Okay. All right. Back to okay. Highest education been for you?
High school, but I'm studying for business.
Okay. Where are you studying at?
UNG.
Okay, University of North Georgia.
Mhm. Sorry.
I'm assuming it's a state school.
Yeah.
Life status?
Single.
All right, are your friends together?
They're not.
And
Mid-
okay. You know why I made you right now?
Yes.
Crazy. What are you gonna do with the criminal justice degree?
Goal is attorney, defense attorney.
What?
We'll see what happens.
Well, both you want to do the same thing as her, medical malpractice?
No, defense attorney. Different, like criminal defense.
Yeah, it's very hard and they don't pay that much. Unless you go
Okay.
private practice, of course.
That's okay.
Don't worry. God got it. You got you.
All right, speak of God.
Are you doing it for like social justice purposes?
Sorry.
Are you pursuing criminal defense, like for social justice purposes? Like,
There is no purpose. It's just kind of what I'm interested in.
gotcha.
Chris? I think what she's trying to figure out is like, are you gonna be a public defender or are you gonna try to go private practice?
I would like to go private practice, but I mean,
That's what you're trying to figure out, right?
No. I know that when people do criminal law, because it doesn't pay that well, typically, they're just like, they typically have like a really strong sense of social justice, or they know a lot of people who do illegal things. So like the network's already there. I'm not insinuating that you know a bunch of nefarious characters,
Yo,
which is why I said like, is it a social justice aspect?
she knows.
All right. Who's up
Going.
next?
It's one guy, for sure.
no comment.
Oh, because like normally when girls say, you know what, it's one or two, you would know. You would tell me only one or two. It's only one or two. But the fact that you're not telling us or any of the girls, which is cool, it means it's a lot.
That's not what it means. It just means
It
it's
means a
not
lot.
your
In
business.
my experience, when girls have low body counts on the show, they tell you, you know what, I only have one body. I only got two bodies. But normally when girls have a high body count, they're like,
Is it higher or lower than 10?
No comment.
it's fine. It's fine.
It is what it is.
I know, it's good.
I'm not a virgin, so that's how.
You live on campus?
No,
Did you live on campus for first year?
no.
Lived at home?
I did online. I do online. So,
Oh, you only do online.
because I hate going to the actual class. I'm self-taught, so online.
That wasn't a concept. Ever since COVID, now this online.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. In school, if I did that shit, I would feel myself like it. Hell no.
Yeah, that's the young generation now. And also, guys, like I said before, we got what 16K you guys in here right now. So, guys, do me a solid. Like the video on YouTube. We need to get the engagement up because, as you guys know, we're demonetizing YouTube. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna still take over this business despite being demonetized. So, do us all, guys, and like the video. Let's get to. We should be at 2,500, bro. We should be at 50% engagement, bare fucking minimum. When I do the debrief, we're getting over 100% engagement, man. So, like the goddamn video, stop being ninja watchers, right? I want to stop the show, but we will if we must.
Right? You're free, man.
All right, who's up next?
What about you?
Hi, I'm Veronica.
Okay. I'll leave it on.
I'm from Jersey. Jersey City.
Sorry to hear that. Well, I will say this.
Hit that like button, y'all heard? Hit that like button, man.
I'm doing that. I think I've heard told the story before. I was in
Free.
Jersey City a couple of years ago.
Hit that motherfucking like button, man.
We went there to go, what was the case? Was it no, it was a Tamil Tiger. You can Google that. Okay. So Jersey City, but it's nice now though. It used to be that, but it's going through a lot of gentrification. New Yorkers went there just like Hoboken.
Okay.
This area. It's a part of New Jersey that's like right over there. Okay. What do you do for work?
I'm a realtor and I'm a nurse.
Okay. Are you a realtor?
What's good, Terrell?
Or in Florida or New Jersey?
Hit that like button, y'all.
Okay, so you're from Jersey, but you live in California now.
Yes.
What part of California?
Bay Area, San Francisco.
What do you like more, being a nurse or realtor?
Well, I would
Big
say being a realtor because right now what I'm working on is
Hit that like button, y'all. Stop playing. Hit the likes up,
I
man.
would want it better than
Hit that like button, man. Don't cost a dime. Hit that like button. Big shout out to
Get
Terrell.
from your property itself.
I sold a lot of properties and I also own a lot of properties that I rent out.
How many do you, we have to say specifically? Well, how many doors? We'll just say that. How many doors?
Oh, how many properties I
Yeah,
have?
how many
5.
tenants? Yeah. How many
Oh,
tenants?
I have families in all my properties, but I have 5 properties that I rent out. My 6th one.
Okay, so five units.
Their houses, they're single
Yeah,
family.
okay,
homes.
okay, all right. So doors is the real estate term. It's like, how many tenants do you have? Like
I've never heard of them.
never heard of that before?
No, but I just learned something.
Yeah. Doors is, okay, but like per tenant, like it could be the whole family, but that family pays for that family. Okay, so single family homes. In California,
Yes.
probably appreciating pretty well,
Oh, hell yeah.
huh? Bay Area?
So I have like Auburn, Sacramento, a little bit in the Bay. So it's throughout, like just Northern California in general.
Smart. Are your parents together?
Yes, I've been married for
Relationship?
If it, well, you see, I had a vision.
Not extra.
I'm kidding.
Get the mics up, man.
Okay, so you said realtor, nurse, and I guess you can probably go the rest of it too.
Yeah, I own a lash business too in the Bay Area in San Francisco.
She does business. She's not lying.
And I have cars on too.
She's a hustler.
That's precisely why she's single. That's precisely why she's single. You're not gonna be-
You know my ask is, you say that?
Yeah.
When you guys break up?
It was like something we was together for almost like 9 years. So it was like- He cheated.
First?
Yeah. No. Honestly, when we broke up, I was with him since I was like 16. So
Okay.
I didn't mess with nobody for like the first 7 months. I was depressed. So, I had to heal and go to therapy and do all that. So,
You're just here on vacation.
yeah, well, actually, it's my friend's birthday, so that's why I'm here. Shout out Skylar. Yeah. She's not here, but she's watching us right now.
Y'all get together? You two?
Yeah.
Well, she
Okay.
lives out here, but yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Those from Toronto that come here.
Well, okay, because you guys come from completely different walks of life. How did you guys meet?
We met at
A Bahama trip.
yeah, we went
No, yeah, it was a Bahama
Yeah,
trip.
it was Bahamas
Oh,
trip.
God.
So we had a mutual friend who decided that they wanted to go to the Bahamas, and he asked me if I wanted to go.
It was a birthday.
It was a birthday party, and me and her, we just clicked.
You said your parent. Relationship that's single, and then birth interview.
Yeah, and kids don't want
Hell on it.
Hell no.
And then were y'all married? You and your dad or no?
Yes, we were.
Oh, how long?
5 years.
You can't look at me and ask.
I don't have to think about it. I've been single for a year and a half now, so it's kind of,
Okay, what if you met a guy that was maybe millionaire, successful, tall, you want a kid? Would you say no?
Honestly, right now, I'm trying to do what I want to do with my life, like open a nursing home and stuff. So I feel like when I'm like 30, I'm ready to have a kid again. But right now, no.
Got
All right, so you met him? No, because you were married for 5 years. Y'all knew each other from before that. So, like, how long were you guys together in total?
Almost 9 years.
Oh, you guys high school sweethearts?
Yeah, we went from
I'm just
Jersey
doing
to
the math.
California together.
All right, yeah. So, because 9 years, that would put you at like literally 18. Yeah,
Yeah.
18. All right.
What's up?
Yeah. Okay. And then ethnic background?
I'm African Cuban.
Makes sense.
Oh, black. Okay.
My mom was black. My mom's an Afro Cuban.
Oh, okay. All right. I was about to ask. Okay. All right. That's cool. Well, actually, there are a lot of Cubans in Jersey now. I think there's a huge Cuban population on the East Coast. Yeah. All right. What about you?
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
What?
So you're 18 years old. You've been for 9 years, right?
No, I was in a relationship. I mean, I was married.
Yeah.
Wait. All right.
I did it for you because you asked all those questions.
So tell me.
It was in high school. We were together before I even went to high school.
All right, it's cool. Your body count.
My body count.
Yeah, what is it?
Damn, she's thinking that's crazy.
No, because honestly, like I don't niggas be weird, sorry. But
San Francisco.
no, they weird as fuck out there. Like word to my mother, they know the Bay Area, I'm sorry, I love y'all, but
You just said,
guys.
you just said niggas?
Yeah.
Oh, where's this you?
Oh my god, now y'all gonna shoot me up.
I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
You just said, okay.
We can play after the podcast,
No.
whatever you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure. No, that's a project, right? Nice.
So yeah, I was in a relationship for a long time. So I would say like 6, 7, maybe max.
Wow, that's impressive.
I was in a relationship for a very long time. Yes.
Wait, today or you mean
Shut up.
Girl,
Bye.
don't.
Move on. Next person.
No, wait. First of all, when you were talking, she's gonna be wild. So, tag team now. She nice about it, man.
Yo,
This is a handicap match, hell in a cell, no holds barred. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Come in mankind.
Yeah, rather than me beyond that.
I got a question. I know this is about relationships. Why y'all asking about body counts? What's your motherfucking body count?
Well, you want to know?
Yeah, what's your body count? I'm giving 2.
Okay,
Nikki.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Right now.
Oh my god.
When they invited me, they said it was about relationships. Now we talk about is you on birth control. Who's fucking in here?
I don't know.
What? Bishops?
I don't
What do you
know.
know? You should get fucked,
Do you?
don't you?
Ain't you single?
I thought we
Yeah,
were.
nigga.
Exactly.
To you. Word to my mother, B. Mother.
Oh, hey, well, you know what? I want to picture it. Tell me body count and see what happens.
That was funny. I like the energy. She's cool. She's cool.
Let's play it quickly. Hey guys, like the video. We are at I hate to do this. I'm telling you guys, we need to be at 2,500 bare minimum, 50% engagement. 17,000 you guys plus in here. So
Yes.
like the goddamn video.
Could be streamed. Okay.
All right.
Welcome back to the show.
Yep.
Me and me, it's beautiful.
Oh, the military. Oh,
Mommy.
she wants to barracks.
Wait, okay. So you do reserve?
Yes.
All right, reserve, and then what was and then the other job?
No, I was school.
Full-time student?
Yes.
GI Bill? Okay. Oh, were you active?
I was active. I was active for you.
She was active.
I just remembered.
I didn't remember.
What do you mean?
She was like insane.
What do you mean?
Yeah, she was active. No, she was active duty.
Okay.
Silence. Just be alive. She be killing her ex-boyfriends and stuff.
Yeah.
She don't play.
So you were active for
Get the mics up, y'all.
and then you're in school now.
Yes.
Okay. For Army or who?
I'm currently in the Navy, but I do plan on going back to the Army.
What was your MLS in the Navy again?
And I was in the Army.
Well, when you were active,
And I was active in
With
the
Army,
Army
yeah.
since 1990.
which is, and then what is it now?
Logistics.
Still.
Intelligent man.
And then you were able to.
Do you think
transfer over, right?
Lakers win the finals if they meet the Celtics? Let's take it one series at a time. Let's see if we can beat the T-Wolves. Then let's see if we can beat the Rockets or Golden State. Or we'll take it from the one. I don't know if we even going to the final.
Yeah.
No,
I'm trying to remember the story.
So I don't know how to answer that.
just to recall,
Intelligent
you
man.
mentioned that
We got to get past the first, second, third round first. We'll get to the finals when we get there.
No, okay. We never officially broke up.
Okay.
You never broke up with me. So
Well, I'll be honest with you. You guys are serious.
yeah, no, we're not.
So,
Yeah, we broke up. I don't like saying that though because
but it's true.
I'm gonna see him and
When?
Outside the window.
whenever he comes home.
Hey, nigga, I
I
see you.
just know he's back from Japan and I'm ready.
Did you switch branches to be with closer?
No. I said branches because I wanted to record.
Okay.
But okay, let's be honest with you. How long has it been?
I don't know.
But you would think that he has something else,
But
right?
like you saw after he asked nothing. Like how do you hold act
What man
You
is
gave it to
you
him?
give somebody money like that?
What?
oh no.
Shit.
But why do you think I'm crazy? Like he made me crazy.
I mean,
I am a Celtics fan. It'll be fun to watch Lakers versus Celtics. But we don't know if it's going to be Lakers versus Celtics. It might be Celtics versus Thunder. You know what I mean? It might be Celtics versus T Wolves. We don't know. I don't know if the Lakers are getting to the finals. To be honest, you know what I mean. I gotta see. I gotta see if LeBron can stay healthy. I gotta see if Luka can stay healthy. I gotta see if Rui can stay on the court. Like certain things has to happen. The Lakers ain't been in the finals in a few years, so I'm not gonna get too high or too low. Um, right now, I'm just locked in and focused on getting past the T Wolves. I don't know if we're even getting to the finals. We got to get past Ant Man first. So until we get past Ant Man, we got to pump the brakes.
I mean,
She paid for the dick. That shit work.
I can't say
Now,
much.
you supplied the
I can't
wood.
say nothing. We love a
They
good
didn't want to say
trick.
anything to give you what you would.
You know, out of curiosity,
I'm telling you.
why is it bad to give men money in your opinion? So you seem kind of shocked when you said that.
No, I was shocked at the amount. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not gonna ever say that it's bad to give men money. Should you make it a practice? Absolutely not. I don't think so. But I'm a big trick myself. Like when I'm in a relationship,
Please.
I love to spend money on my man, but I'm definitely not gonna sit here and say, "Here, baby, here's $2,000. Have a good day." It's
No,
not
I
one of
didn't
those.
just give him 2 grand.
No, yeah, I know, but he asked for it.
Well, yeah, the first time he didn't
The
ask for a
first, what was it
specific
for?
amount. The first he didn't ask for a specific amount. I just gave him a grand and then I felt bad.
Why'd you feel bad?
Oh, right. You know what? This is where I bow out of the conversation. Now you guys.
No, I want to know why she felt bad though.
I don't.
Why she felt bad?
Tell you the sob story?
No, I know his family dynamic, so if I can help out his family because his family's been really helpful to me. So if I can help out your
Oh, okay. See, I can already tell. You got to keep asking questions to figure out what it is. Okay, so he asked you. Did he ask you specifically for $1,000 or no?
no,
He just said, "Hey, can you help me out?"
yes,
And then did he tell you what the problem was?
yes, he did, but I don't want to.
You don't want to say it,
Yeah.
but you knew that the problem would require more than $1,000.
The first time I didn't know because it wasn't like this, like I said, it wasn't specific amount. It was just like can you give me what you can. So I just gave him. Yeah,
Did he pay you back?
no,
Is he ever lent you money?
yeah.
As Moses Jones, As Moses Jones says, Warriors gonna miss Clay. That's factual. I think they are gonna miss Clay. Clay Thompson is still a pretty good shooter. As Moses Jones, man, that's facts. I think he is gonna miss. I think they are gonna miss Clay Thompson, man. Yeah. Hit the like and that sub button, y'all. If you're new to the channel you're watching, please hit the like and the sub button. Yeah, they're gonna miss Clay. Yeah, I can see that.
You paying that?
No.
They can collect it, I guess.
Has he ever lent you money like this exact same amount of money?
Doors is on his troll job.
Okay, okay, hold on. So
We ain't struggling, nigga.
No, yeah.
Go Mike never struggles. We legit, baby. I love a good peaceful content. We ain't struggling, homie. You don't know what struggling is. You probably jacking off right now. Shut up.
I guess when I was asking for that.
Who cares if people is on or not? I don't care. That don't mean nobody on. Everybody jacking off. What you expect? Everybody beating their meat. Of course they ain't on.
Yeah, and I'll keep paying for having him.
Oh, shit. Keep in mind though that he's still in the deficit. Like the reason why students feel so bad about it is because he spent a significant amount more money. Bro, let me don't give their money away, man, for no reason.
To me, that's a lot.
I'm trying to say, bro. Like, women don't put their money in until you got a significant amount of skin in the game. Because she said, "Oh, I trick on my man." The keyword, my man, which means he has to prove himself.
So if someone's people like, I don't know, to buy Skyfarers. Let's say you're not. That top is well, she's emotionally attached to this one. That's what she's on.
Like I said, you guys opened up my eyes a lot, and I started going to therapy. And I realized he gives me the emotional connection that I never had as a child. So I think that's how I'm so emotionally attached to him.
Is he your first?
No, but I had 3 miscarriages.
Oh.
Come on, stop. All right. No, how long y'all together?
How long were we together?
Yeah.
4 or 5 years.
All right. Are your parents together?
No.
Sorry. Yeah. Looking for you?
Yes.
I'm assuming this is
I definitely feel for the girl that had 3 miscarriages. Goat Mike was almost a miscarriage. I was almost not born myself. I definitely feel that.
No, I have to.
all right. And full Dominican, right?
Yes.
All right. And then,
Dominican.
last
Dominican girl's bad though. You ain't 37, bitch. You 57.
investor, realtor. What are you?
Oh, how many have you sold? Roughly.
Oh. Why are you doing it? Okay. How's education?
Doris be sounding dumb. Oh, the channel's struggling. Nobody on. Everybody jacking off. When everybody got lotion in their hand, what you expect? Let's be real.
What she said? Sorry, son. That was all good. That was like, that was all good. Focus on something, man. Super pro.
So how long? 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? Oh, newer. Okay, how long?
No, everybody got into a
You
relationship
should, like,
last
just
week.
know.
Like, I'm like,
Like,
I'm finding love in my. How do you find love in Miami? First of all,
like I said, Fort Lauderdale. So,
oh, okay, okay.
Is it 100 as me? Instagram? Bro, I miss, yo, fuck this shit, bro. Instagram out. Come on, man. So,
We're bad.
we just DM you and say, like, yo, what do you say? Is it?
So how is it long when it's only been a month?
Oh, she wanted him to like propose like the next day. That was a joke. I cannot a joke.
that was excellent sarcasm.
I'm talking to you. It's so dry.
Yeah, I mean, there was, I get it, like the, you know, the sarcasm and stuff like that, but there was a bit of resentment. That's why I was like, wait.
You watch The Office?
I've watched it, yeah.
Yeah, I can tell.
I was gonna say he must have done something wrong though. I'm saying a month.
I see.
Well,
You
want
want
to go there? Bill's gonna put the camera.
Or what's a more exciting question here?
Here's the water. She about to fuck it up for everybody.
Well, let's assume that you were the host of the show for a second. What would you ask to be more?
Goat Mike channel is the D. Hey, doors, man. When everybody's jacking off, everybody got lotion in their
Also
hands.
beginning stages where we.
What to expect?
Then we go into more open-ended questions.
Niggas got lotion in their fucking hand.
But yeah, I mean, this is just the beginning when we get everyone to introduce themselves. But what would you say is a more open-ended, better question?
As you should, Doors. As you should. Do what you do, baby.
You watch the show, right? What else first?
Do what you do, baby. You know what I'm saying, Doors? Do what makes you happy. Just don't have lotion in your hand. That's all I say, bro.
All right. All right, are your parents together or no?
Just don't have the lotion in your hand.
All right, what's your
That's all I ask, bro.
Are you rocking?
Est-ce que tu as dit ça, Colin?
You said what, Syria?
Who
Were
talk?
you born there or no?
Ferme ta gueule.
Have you ever been to Syria?
Who talk?
Full Syrian?
French.
Oh, who's French? Your mom or your dad?
As long as you don't have lotion in your hand,
And
you're gonna be all right.
Who else here is a mom? We got two moms on the panel? Anyone else here is a mom?
Hold on. Yeah, yes?
Yeah, he said two. Why you looking at me like
No,
that?
no. I thought someone else over here.
Oh,
Yeah, so no, I mean two moms. Two moms. Okay. Well, all right. This is what I'll do. I'll have you go ahead and ask the first question since you want to have an exciting.
Awesome. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
go ahead.
You got it, realtor.
So now that we did the
Ask
intro,
away.
go ahead and ask us ask a question for the ladies that's open ended and we'll determine it's exciting.
Exciting baby.
Exciting. Go ahead.
We're waiting.
All of
Yeah,
us.
hold on now.
I mean, you can ask the question and then we'll work our way back this way if you want. You can answer it first and then to start it off and then we'll
Floor is yours. Of the house. As you can see. What studio? We don't know. So let me. Oh, wait.
Yes, what would you guys say from the male
Okay. I guess how about this? You kick it off first, and then the other girls can answer you first. Or you know, what? I'll give you the choice. You can answer it first, then push it to them, or have them answer, then you respond last. Which one do you want? All right, so we'll go to Miss Military. Miss Creed. You might have to rephrase the question. You have asked the question again, because girls forget.
what would I want to see from the podcast?
Yeah, like what message would you want to get out from the podcast?
I ain't single.
Oh, shut up.
Wait, was it what message you want to get out out from the podcast, or what message you want to get like
To the audience.
Which
Yeah,
one
to
is
the
this
audience.
specific?
Oh, what do we want to like get the audience to take away?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know because I don't like your guys' podcast. I don't watch it, but like when I do watch little clips, I'm like, okay, this is funny. Or he'll say something like really, I'm trying to think of the word, not ignorant, but like
Degrading.
out of pocket. Yeah, out of pocket. And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to think of like, why is he thinking like that? Like, because you guys are male, and it's like, okay, like, I'm not saying you guys, because not all males feel the same way that you guys do, but it's like, okay, majority of the males do, because obviously you look at your viewer count, and it's like, okay, like, what do I, like, the one question that you guys asked me last time that I, like, really heavily reflected on was, like, what do you think of things to take away?
All right. So just so I make sure I have this, can you ask the question one more time?
I thought you said we forgot it. Now you forgot it.
Oh my God! Sorry about it. Because first it was yeah. What do you? She changed her question. I don't know if you caught on to that. First it was what do you hope to get from this podcast, and now it's about what do you want the audience to get out of the podcast. Yeah, switched it. You didn't catch that, did you?
I did actually.
Okay.
I did catch it. No, I'm just saying she did, but but that was the question that she settled on. What do we want the viewers to get? That was the question she settled on. That's all I was saying. Don't come for me, please.
All right. Let's just okay. So can you rephrase one more time so we have the final answer here? Is it what the girls plan to get out of this podcast for themselves, or what the audience plans to get out of watching the podcast for themselves? Which one is it?
I guess what would the females like to get out to what would the females like to get out to the men?
That are watching.
Yes.
Okay. That was no wait. What?
Yeah, this is the third one. Now. Okay,
Yeah,
so what? So
Can we
what?
skip this question?
See, so hold on. So
Then you thought.
No, that's open ended, huh?
You should let them ask the questions. You should bring it back over there. Or not.
Everybody, hey, that's why I wanted to give her the chance. Like, come on,
So,
we'll let you pick the first question.
party girl outside the lead, the blonde party voice girl. That's bored apparently.
Wait, what?
The girl in the middle, the one that's blonde.
Oh, party girls board.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear her anyway.
We didn't have cocaine, I guess.
Yeah. Facts.
Okay, no party without cocaine.
Two seats, fine. Two seats,
Fine. Low, short attention span. Okay, no worries. Let's just just escort her out and then fix up the
I'll say this, man. She made her man Bakra. It's just cooked for sure. Definitely not.
right on. Yeah, just fix the set. It's no big deal.
That's where you meet whores, man. You meet the whores, man. One night stand. Same. I'm just telling you the truth, bro. Oh shit!
What?
We got Clean Ben says she got no ass. Who's that?
Oh, he's saying Finland got no ass?
Oh, she knew it was coming.
Okay. Okay. What else? What's next?
Can I read that?
Sure. Says
Oh, okay.
what?
Yeah, if you don't mind, because it was to me at the end
Is
of
this
it.
how they get down in Finland? Yes. That stripper who thinks she's smarter than she is went to Humber, shake my head, pipe down.
Humber.
Yeah, remember I said I went to Humber Polytechnic.
Oh yeah.
So smart. She resorted to get naked at filmers. Just for information, I love the fact that you Googled shut down, rundown strip clubs. I love that you researched me like that.
What?
Clearly, you're obsessed. I've never been to Filmers a day in my life. I've never even set a foot in that building. That building is run down. Your mom might work there. So let me know if I can holler at her and I can throw a couple of dollars. Tuesday, his mom probably is a basketball, but not lie. You feel what I'm saying? But I promise you need to find yourself something safe to do because the stripper jokes are old. But let me know when your mom's there during the day shift on a Tuesday, so I could throw a couple of dollars and maybe contribute to the trust fund.
Oh damn!
I'm smart. I'm not the smartest in the room, but I'm definitely smart as fuck.
Bump with that.
I love strippers. I respect the fuck out of them. I'm not gonna lie because it takes a lot of like confidence to do
Yeah, how the hell were you strip at? And I don't.
I've never been there. I don't know. I've never been in that side.
Hey, we friends. All we know where you
Mom
strip
really
at.
just went and said,
It takes. She said she respects strippers. Bro, it don't take nothing to strip. It don't take no confidence to strip, man. Oh, you sound, bro.
rundown strip clubs in Toronto.
Hold
I don't know
on.
what that
What?
is. I just know it's rundown though.
Don't know.
Say that then.
You know what's funny? Her accent came out when she was angry. It came
Oh
out.
no, I did. You know, a little code switching here and there is nice.
Yeah.
There's a, after just to tell somebody about themselves super duper
Holy.
quick. Holy fam.
Yeah, but the man that okay.
After our 6 be like, Myron hates Lemon. Meanwhile, Myron out here getting love from all types of women.
That last one's funny though.
I don't know. Yeah, that's it. I don't know what that.
What the heck?
Like me, bro.
Mark, explain yourself.
Yeah, I don't know where this is coming
This AI.
Definitely that was
from.
a
Some of it is, yeah.
Last one.
Mr. B93 said it. He goes, fake trade to e-Christian. You have to accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Stop lying and virtue signaling. You're just a help. Stop using Christianity without knowing what it is. Anyway, name 3 countries. Anything you want to say back?
You want to respond then?
No comment.
Why are you not trolling?
Because I have no comment. Like,
Fantastic.
if that's what you think, then that's what you think. Go for it. You can.
Okay.
So name 2 countries.
Yeah, we'll go to the 3 countries thing.
Ladies,
Is that whose friend was it? The Finnish girl.
no, nobody knows her. She was just my girl.
Oh no, none of y'all know her. Oh, okay.
She wasn't drunk or was it me?
No,
She wasn't. She was fine.
she was definitely like no,
Okay.
no, she's part of girl.
I think maybe she left because she was like, I just never go drinks. Yeah, so she just don't. She didn't hate y'all. She just wanted to turn on.
Oh no, no, take offense. I mean, just
It's funny because I didn't know what you're saying. Her voice, so whatever.
okay. What's the next one here?
We have 2 countries.
3 countries.
Like,
Okay, so we'll start. Yeah.
You can't name USA, Canada, or Mexico, and you can't repeat whatever they go before you said. So you can't repeat what was said before your turn. Okay. So we'll start right here, and no helping. So it's a little bit easier for you, but 2 countries. Actually, she's from there, so you can't say that.
And she is too. That's her country. Or Colombia. You can't use Colombia. All right, you can't use Cuba, Colombia, Jamaica, Finland. Because these countries were mentioned throughout the show.
Haram!
So I can't use.
No, can't use that or Colombia.
You got this.
Still like a
Spain. Spain. Honduras. All right.
One more.
Europe.
Oh shit! Yeah! Wait, so you're she had it right at the end. That's good, man.
Wait, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
That's crazy because in high school, do they not have globes anymore? When you
No.
walk into class?
No.
You know, I don't think so. Actually, I think high school they don't teach you that.
What?
It's not even that.
Middle
People,
school thing.
people throw
What?
the
The last thing I
globes.
learned.
People throw the globes. We're not allowed to have globes in class. People don't know how to have it. I never learned
They
that.
throw the globes?
Yeah, there was an incident that a student threw a globe at a teacher because for some reason I don't know.
Man, I'm not gonna hold you, dog. That was crazy.
No.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So thanks for failing. What about you? 3 countries?
Niger, Madagascar, and Cote d'Ivoire.
Damn. Damn. Okay. Oh, lit.
You can't name Greece either.
Pakistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan.
What's that?
Okay, Venezuela, Brazil, and Malaysia.
Repeat that.
Brazil, Venezuela, and oh my god, and Malaysia. Venezuela. Excuse me.
You got it.
Okay, don't do me. Okay, I try my best.
No, you got it.
It's okay. You go to that point. All right. What about you?
supposed to mean?
Nothing.
School sucks.
Oh, this is bad.
I don't know about Georgia, Carolina, Georgia G is better. Or Georgia University. I don't know if that's much better.
Still
Actually-
college, still getting their degrees.
All right, well, do me a favor. Check FIU and Georgia North University acceptance rates. Let's look. All right, go ahead. 3 countries for you. You got this.
Me?
Yes.
Peru, Guatemala, Afghanistan.
What about you?
Ecuador. Pepe. Salvador.
Okay.
Russia, China.
Oh, yeah, she.
You got this.
Panama, Costa Rica.
Damn. All right. So only one.
So only one person. Oh, man, she Somebody else is gonna
Me too, man.
All right, what
In my side,
okay, what we got?
FIU 59%. University of North Georgia 68%.
Okay, so technically FIU is a better school.
Nice.
They have a lower acceptance rate. You know, they're both retarded. But hey, all good.
I can get accepted probably anywhere. You don't know our GPAs. You know what we got going on.
Well, I mean, nice.
Who's Sophia?
That's nice job.
Oh, sorry.
All right. What do we got up next here? Oh wow. Okay, bro, what's going on? We got a Christian Sophia and a Jewish Sophia. They even look similar and same style. Girls be like, I'm unique and special, but even girls from different religions are the same. So that's crazy. They do look alike, bro. Oh man. All right, TPC phones. Time out. Was this dude really on a deployment because the bank you make in country is nice, but you went green to blue to be an FMF corpsman because you should have gone full-time support Navy instead of reserves? I was an FMF Navy corpsman also. You a blue side or green side corpsman? She's trying to be a corpsman, right? And guys, we got 21,000 you guys in here right now. So do me a favor,
Like the video.
we should be at 3,000 goddamn likes now. Let's get to 3,000, 50% engagement, bare minimum on YouTube, on Fresh and Fit all the time, guys. 50%. I don't want to stop the show, man.
It's a promo.
So like the goddamn video. And then it's up to Rumble as well, guys. Who knows how much longer we're gonna be here? Who knows?
Who knows?
Honestly, YouTube pisses me off. Who's up next?
Fresh updates.
Why?
I got you. Black and tall.
Let's get
That's all. So
Just a black and tall.
I did, but I picked it up.
That's like
Guys, 3K. Let's hit that 3K. All right.
man. Young
Fresh
fresh
ratings.
from Stutter Channel. Follow catfish in the lagoon.
1. Light skin Kevin Garnett, 1 or -1. Momo the Demon with leaves, 2. You YT looking black girl, 3. Better not be from the zoo. Clive Owens, them two can bite through a space time, 3. Young Sophia Vergara, 5. SeaWorld Dolphin, 5 at 1. Angie, Ryan's girlfriend, 5. Discount Kylie Jenner, 2. Black girl in the black dress, if you ain't ghetto, I'll give you my lumpia and fried chicken. Hey, bro, you gotta call some better examples. That shit weak, man. Olympias and this shit weak. All right, let's go next one. Okay, also girl in the red, you are a low IQ idiot.
Are you a moron? This is maroon. Like, are you really gonna talk to me in your fucking colorblind?
I mean, oh shit.
Can you please go back to that? I just want to check if the grab right the grade needs.
All right, pull it up on screen.
Also, the girl in red, you are a low.
You want to read it? Go ahead.
Also, the girl in the red, you are a low IQ idiot. Jesus did preach to the prostitutes. I literally said that he was among the unclean and those who are considered unholy. Fool. Look up and read Matthew 21:31. I can't because I don't have my phone on me. Maybe you have logic instead of that empty dome. I'm that young, first and foremost. I'm college educated. I probably have more education than your dad. Before you want to come talk to me, I highly suggest you dig up your granny and ask her a little bit about logic. And you know, looking at emotions like a girl. 'Cause that's what you guys say, right? Girls operate out of emotions. Sounds like you grew up in a single mother household. Maybe you want to listen because critical thinking skills are fundamental. I'm just gonna leave that right there. Sincerely. I know you had to Google that, and yeah, you're a fool. At least use ChatGPT. You're an image of a harlot in the Bible. So you're saying you and your mom are twins? Love that. Look at Revelation 17 for again. I don't have my phone on me. You know that the girls on here can't carry their phones because you clearly are a fan, right? You must look like Clark Duncan without the 40 pounds of makeup you got on. Let me tell you, they actually do me a favor. Send in another $10 tip. Use your mom's picture of her in her heyday as your DP, and I'll post a picture of me on my worst day. Bet you your mom can't do it. That's what your dad looks like. You
Oh
just
shit!
Oh
Oh shit! Oh, what? Bro, I'm dead. She killed that, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, she nothing. Crazy, Julie. Like I said, and she explained why. You're a waste man. No. She said, grandma. Something like that. A little
What's up, randomizer?
Come on.
The conversation was fresh and red top is why Timothy 2:12.
Big shout out to randomizer, man.
Women should not be teaching scripture. Which is basically the year. Jesus, the second lesson. The Bible does not say people can't drink alcohol. The Bible admonishes drunk
Oh, she be cooking.
with emphasis on moderation. Women are amazing at spotting BS like they know who's talking about.
Oh my gosh. Like I feel like you guys like just have horrible critical thinking and comprehension skills. I asked a question. So therefore I was uncertain. I'm not sitting here trying to preach the gospel. Like please. I wasn't trying to do that. So clear you guys know, but clearly your viewers do not.
No, you made it perfectly clear. Okay, so the example is that like him doing that was a blessing to himself. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go preach things like, hey, listen, I am who I am. This is me showing you I am who I am.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so you left it.
No, I'm not saying, but I'm saying that I was not even trying to preach the gospel. Like at the end of the day, my family is very conservative Christian. We also believe that women are not allowed to preach the gospel, believe it or not. But that's why I was inquiring and asking. I didn't leave the conversation saying this is what's supposed to da. But let's be for real. I said that Jesus hung up with the unclean.
Listen, I'm not the moral high ground myself. I don't follow it like I should. So I'm just saying, from what it says, though, you should take that.
I mean, hey, if that's the case, then I would suggest that you tell your host not to ask us questions on religion. And if you feel as though answering religious questions is preaching, but I mean, that's not an issue to take up with me. I'm a guest here. Hold on. Actually, you guys did. No, I asked the question. I said, "Do you mind?" Right? And I was given. Yes, and I said, "May I ask the question?" And you gave me permission to do so.
Okay, you entered into competition.
And I asked a question.
And I answered you said, no, but this.
Yes.
Why?
So if I wasn't allowed to respond, then the instruction should have been given to me that you're not supposed to respond because you're not supposed to preach because you're a woman.
You know, as a woman, you should be doing that yourself, right?
No, I never said I follow the Bible. I never once said that I was a Christian. I said that my family is Christian, right? So I get what he's trying to say, but that's not what I was doing.
That's fine.
I'm free to disagree.
All right. What's the next one? Pull it up to the comedy skit. Two. All right. Interesting. Ladies, keep this simple and please don't take it personal, especially Black Panther. Is money the most important thing to whether a woman submits to a man? Yes or no? Let's go with this one with a raise of hands. Yes, if you think it is the most important thing to submit to a man, or no. So if you think it's a yes, money the most important thing to whether a woman submits to a man. If it's yes, raise your hand. Yeah, no, if anyone, I'm sorry.
So, in a man,
Yeah, previous Smiths.
I'm watching a rose battle. I'm watching a rose battle, man. It's called roast. Where you roast motherfuckers.
Why would you? First of all, that's. I'm saying like right now, let's say me and you meet outside. I'm not gonna worry about your pockets if you start getting into stuff like each other. That's not gonna be considered too.
But is it important?
No. It is important. It's not the most important thing. So to the question, no.
So what is it?
Competency. Are you competent? Can you lead me? If you can lead me, then you can lead me. If you can't lead me, then you can't.
All right. If anyone said no, I would like each one of them to name one thing they believe is a more important factor to submit to a man. So all of you said no. So I guess you got to answer this question. You said competency, I guess, but we can start here and then work our way around. One thing they believe is more important factor to submit to a man. So what's yours? Which one is it?
Real quick, someone mentioned that she said that the dog getting paid. She meant from the dog, not from us. Just so something.
Obviously.
This is Trevor. All right, go ahead. She literally just said she's a real estate investor and has a fucking hair salon business. Come on, man.
What's more important to you?
Honestly,
So that is what will make the Smiths a man who's just being honest.
no, respect. Also,
That's one thing.
oh, sorry.
You said money isn't the most important thing to Smith. So what is the most important thing to Smith? For you. For you. One thing. Think about this.
I would
Think about this.
say, I don't know. I don't want to sound like actions speak louder than words. That's what I'm gonna say.
Action trigger.
Like actions speak. Like in any situation.
So, just to summarize it for us, what would that be?
You're just saying because reliable?
Like not reliable. I mean, like I guess, reliable, but like someone that you can trust, someone that you know that says they're gonna do something, they do it. Someone that you can
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, reliable. I'm so sorry.
So he's reliable. Okay.
Okay. You said competency. Can you stick with that answer? Absolutely. All right, what about you?
What do you look for in a man? That's most important.
That's not money.
So, a good communicator?
Or are you a good listener?
Yeah.
Hey, self-improvement. She acknowledges herself.
At least she's ahead of the game.
That perfectly encapsulates modern women, though. He's got to be a good communicator, but I don't have to be a good listener. Isn't that incredible?
You know what, Marge?
That perfectly encapsulates modern dating right there in that little exchange.
I mean, she has a lot on her mind,
Professional, better.
I understand her.
Especially the last one market basis.
I'm trying to proceed.
All right. What about you? What is the most important component since money isn't it for you to sleep without?
I just want my man to be like chivalrous. Like I want him to like be able to take care of me like emotionally in some ways. I don't even have to like I feel like relationships can be 50-50, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's like financial. If that makes sense. I want my man to be kind to other women. Like I feel like it's gonna like radiate off of him as well. So that's the first thing I look for in a man is that he should.
Not hype.
No, honestly, no. Sure about it.
So you're submit to a guy that's 5'5"?
Okay, well, not that short, but like that's kind of unrealistic though. Like he's gonna be at my head.
Okay, let's be honest here.
Those are those
Let's
5'10".
assume you meet a guy that's 5'6" and has the chivalrous trait you're looking for. Is he automatically disqualified because of his height? Be honest. The answer's probably yes,
Like
right?
honestly, but I'm 6'1". Like
I
it's
get that.
different.
I get
It's
that.
a little bit different than it is for.
I get that, but again, remember, we've said the most important component.
You're right.
So it would be height then in your case. If you don't have the good, see, and look, it's all, look, I don't want to say that I'm a female psychologist, but I kind of am, because I don't know if you notice, they're all operating, fuck, I just said, they're all operating from the sense that attraction is already assumed.
Exactly.
Like, whenever you ask girls, what do you like? They're assuming the guy already meets their minimums. He's not homeless, he's not a weirdo, he's charming, he's good looking, etc. Then they add in, I need competency, or I need him to be reliable, or I need him to be a good communicator. But the reality is, there's a bunch of homeless niggas that are fantastic communicators and treat you like a princess. Which I don't want to talk to that guy.
Understood height.
They're competent. We can choose to like be homeless.
But height would make you submit to a man?
No, but I mean, he kind of
It's no,
chivalry.
it's because she's talking about chivalry.
But
The
he's
problem is
saying-
that women, right? That's what I noticed with y'all. You guys start at 7. You don't go from number 1. So when I ask you a question about men, it goes, oh, well, I care the most. I'll give you an example. You get competency, right? So not being the honest. Fair. Well, you left out, he's got to be tall enough, he's got to be a good talker, he's got to be attractive to a degree, he's got to meet a certain height requirement, maybe a certain income requirement. Then the competency matters. But women, whenever we ask questions about attraction or arousal, you guys always automatically assume attraction. The reality is a majority of men are not attracted to a majority of women.
Of course, but I guess it was the way that I believe it was the way that the question was worded.
Well, we didn't say most important component.
Yeah, to submission.
Yeah.
To submission. So
I wouldn't submit to money, but I wouldn't
yeah,
just submit to someone that I find attractive. You know, someone can be attractive, but not have the personality traits. Like someone can have money
So what
and
is
not
yours?
have the personality. I would come down to a person.
Yeah, but the attraction's got to come first before you
I
submit.
can tell you
Yeah.
right now.
I think that I do that you have to find someone physically attractive before you can actually get to know them.
So then that's what we're trying to say. Like we want the most important component. So because remember, attraction first, submission comes later on. So, like for her, he didn't even meet the height requirement. Can't compete with the show. He doesn't even get to display that trait. With you with competency, he's not good looking enough. Who cares how smart he is, right?
I mean, I've definitely dated guys that aren't my type, and I've definitely not submitted to men that I find insanely attractive. Because if I think you're an idiot, then I'm not submitting to you. That just goes against every fiber of me. You could be Chris Brown if you're a fool. Look, you know what? I'm not going to go that extreme. I'm not going to say that the man's incompetent.
So for you, he can be 5'5", not attractive, but if he's smart, you're cool.
I've actually dated guys who are shorter than I'm 5'7", 5'5".
That's because you did it, but I'm talking about what would you accept now? That you're older, right? Like, can they be 5'5"?
Yes,
Not attractive,
I've
just
done
smart.
that. Even as a younger girl, I dated guys who are younger than me.
Okay, what about finances?
Finances worse than me. I've done that before as well.
Okay.
Did you again?
Would I do it again? To be honest, I find that a lot of men who aren't financially stable or where they feel like they should be, they're very miserable and therefore can be very abusive. So no.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so would it be fair to say then that money is one of the most important components because the finances directly relates to their behavior?
It can, but again, just because you have money doesn't mean that you're necessarily spending that money on me or that you have money to spend or whatever. If you, as a man, feel comfortable in your financial position, that doesn't automatically mean that you're going to spend money on me. I've dated men who are very well off and very cheap.
Really?
Absolutely, who are very cheap. So I'm talking cheap, like he would dead ass go to STK, buy a steak, and be like, babe, so we want from McDonald's. That'd be dead ass. I go and do groceries. I'm like, babe, I need you to come pick me up. And he's like, so you're gonna walk or like? Whoa. Yeah, walk. I'm talking walk at $700 you can put like, are you walking? Cheap, please. So just gonna throw that in there. Don't know.
Oh my God!
But so I'm not gonna sit here and go from one extreme to the next. There's definitely duality, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that my experience is like a benchmark. But if in order to be submitted, you have to be competent. I'm sorry, like I can't.
All right, so that was your number one.
Has to.
I guess it's qualifying. Okay. What about you? For her, it's height then. What about you?
Honestly, mine's like security.
Get the mics up, man.
Like I feel like a man needs to be secure in himself. Like I said, like I can be very attracted to a man and so also not one.
Okay, can you be specific and how do they be secure? Because that's a very ambiguous term. So what do you mean secure in themselves? Can you give us an example of what that is? Very
I believe
specific.
they need to love themselves, but insecurities can take over someone. And honestly, that's a big thing for me because I've been with people who feel.
Okay, can you give us a specific example, like loving themselves? Because there's some guys that
I
love
wanna say
banana peels
yeah.
on their faces.
I
It's a
would
warning
say,
routine.
Like,
Someone told them. So how much is that? So like, where is the, you know what I mean? Like we got guys literally doing morning routines, like with face tape and banana peels on their face. Or there's guys that like haven't showered in 3 days. What do you mean by love
like,
themselves?
like I want to say confident in themselves. Like if they feel, because I feel like I've been with people that they feel like honestly they're not good enough. If that makes sense. And it causes a lot of extra problems in the relationship.
She means when she's in the club, 3 or 4, she wants guys to sit home and think that she's being loyal, basically.
You gotta love each other.
Because I don't get it.
No. Like,
Can you say insecure?
yeah, insecure. She's like, got insecure about her going outside.
No, not even that. Because I've been with men where they are okay with me going out and they don't care because they are secure in themselves. But it's also
I
like
mean, different way.
I like to do those things.
That's
So
all.
what?
Alright.
I was gonna say I've further explained because it's like that is a great example. Of
Secure in
going out.
themselves. Alright. What about you? Okay, in what way? Are we talking through sexuality, through protecting you, through which way?
Well, I would say you gotta be like exclusively with me, so I guess that is sexual. If you're loyal to me, I'll take that on anything similar to that.
Okay. Well, interesting. All right. What about you?
I would say that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot, man. Okay. I'll be too bad.
What about you?
You gotta be like exclusively with me, so I guess that is sexual. If you're loyal to me, I'll take that on anything similar to that.
Okay. Well, interesting. All right. What about you?
I would say that's a lot. That's a lot, man.
All right. Okay.
I'll be too bad.
So similar to her. All right. Can you be ugly and short and just be confident and be good? Yeah. Not necessarily handsome, but they're competent and a good leader. They're confident. Will you take that? Okay. So those are the main. Well, we're talking about the most important component, right? So we mean like the thing that is like most required.
Yes, to numbers.
I think attraction can be a big part of it, like what you were saying, a lot of things, everyone usually answers after.
So really looks more important than the college. So you did the same thing in some attraction. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because whenever I ask women this question, they always assume attraction, and then they kind of assume that he's already handsome, and then go from there. But I think that's disingenuous because the majority of the male population is not attracted to the majority of the female population. Like if 10 guys approached you, what you guys probably reject 9 out of 10 of them easily. Maybe one you might give your number, two when you're out and about.
I don't think looks should personally be the top of your list because we're all gonna get old and we're gonna age.
How old are you?
27.
Would you be okay with an ugly man as well?
My baby daddy's ugly. I like ugly man. I'm not even old. I like my man ugly.
Okay. So, so what was redeeming about him that it was ugly? Why did you stay with him for so long?
He was very smart, so he taught me a lot. Like my entrepreneur type of
What's his profession?
So he owned like a bunch of like trucking and stuff. So I was like, I don't want to work the 9 to 5. So I was looking at him, and that's basically made me want to go into like real estate.
Interesting. Okay. All right. And then the I guess what made you leave him was because he was cheating.
Yeah, you lucky too.
Shit happens.
Yeah, bro, cheat on
No,
my.
he's not getting his money up, so these bitches like, let me pop that
Oh.
for him.
You know why?
Cause you wouldn't think
You know what
it. Well, that's why I like ugly men, so that is just that.
Yeah, keyword. She likes ugly men that have money.
Hey, I can teach a man how to make money. I will throw his ass in real estate school, honey. You gonna make some money today.
Someone else
I
teaching
mean,
Yeah, that sounds good on paper, but like what I realized was your guy a millionaire? Your ex?
No.
Was there
getting there.
roughly what was he earning per year?
So he had a really gambling problem. So we would go play baccarat and he could make 200K one day.
Okay, but what was he earning at like?
Like job wise, like a good like 500K a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's the 1% earners. What I've noticed with women, especially as they get older and they have kids, they can't go backwards. So in other words, the next guy you deal with is probably gonna have to make at least 500K, if not better.
Well, I wouldn't look at it that way because I don't want to get with somebody about like, I don't want to get with you because of your money. Like I'm straight. Yo, who said I'm capping?
What do you think? I think in
Yo,
my
only
You
ugly person
forget that
knows
this girl
something.
said that she owns.
They said it. I didn't say it.
hey, listen.
No, I understand that she has that she had that property, and that's precisely why I'm saying she can't go backwards. So what I've realized with women, right? Okay, let me ask you this. It makes more sense. As you've gotten older, have your standards went up in men? In other words, would you tolerate some of the stuff that you tolerated when you were 22 versus 32?
Yeah, well, no.
No, right?
No, but I can definitely say I've regressed a couple times, but typically, generally speaking, to answer the question, yes. I would say yes.
So your standards have increased as
Yes.
age, right? You've learned more about what you don't like.
Yes.
So you have a higher standard.
Yes.
Okay. So what I realized is as women age and they earn more money, because typically as you age, you typically earn more money, right? Your standards go up alongside it. And the problem with women is when you guys make more money and become wiser, you increase your standards. Well, I'll tell you what's the problem. As you age and make more money, doors close. So men that you might have found attractive and compatible mate 10 years prior no longer qualify.
I mean, I guess you could say so. I guess you could say so.
You said to yourself, you won't tolerate men that you might have tolerated 10 years prior, right?
Yeah, no, but I think it was more on intangible. Like non-negotiables are more intangible. It's not more so financial, or like tangible things.
But you did mention earlier that their finances directly plays into their character and the way that they behave a lot of the times.
No, I said it can.
It can.
I've experienced both extremes, right?
Yeah.
That's why I said I can't say that my experience is the benchmark. If I had only ever dated abusive men or broke men and they were abusive, then I could say that. But I've also dated men who are wealthy or at the very least comfortable, and they are also abusive.
Well, which abuse was worse, the poor guy from the guy that had money?
Please. I can't really equate abuse. I'm not gonna say you're gonna pay abuse because
More. Yeah, what was it?
well, that's what I'm saying. I can't equate abuse because mental abuse is very painful and takes a very long time to heal from, and physical abuse is dangerous and very painful in the moment.
Were they both physically abusive? Oh, one.
No, one more
The broke guy?
was physical.
One or more.
That's what I'm saying. I can't equate the.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I think tangibly speaking, I would argue that physically, the one that's more
Yeah,
physical.
no, tangibly, yes, yeah. I'm saying like the physical abuse, I've more or less healed from. The emotional and mental abuse, I haven't.
The men that have the money have more to lose, so that kind of keeps them in check a little bit, even though they might still be more negative with the, drug abuse. When you have money, you typically tend to be a bit more cautious. That's how you earn money, by being more cautious, not being an idiot. So the guy that had less money, he was able to go ahead and get less to lose. But the point I'm trying to make is to bring this all full circle. I know you're saying like money doesn't matter, but what I've noticed with women is that you guys are very good at like, I'm afraid. Like all of you like all of you guys are good at you might to see this in things like competency or being able to up the will or be secure in themselves. A lot of times this ties always back to financial capability.
Can I ask you a question?
Or being ambitious. That's another good one.
Would you leave with a broke girl?
I think they just,
I wouldn't be faithful to any girl because men naturally are faithful.
how dare you?
But to answer your question, her financial capacity has absolutely nothing to do with my views on monogamy.
So you're not a monogamous. Is that what that is? You're just
I'm not.
So you're polygamous.
Yes.
So can you be ethically like?
Yeah, I think if you're honest with a girl and
No,
you
no, I'm
tell
talking
her
about you personally. Of course, you can be ethically.
Oh, whoa. What this nigga say? Oh shit.
What nigga?
What's up, Jay Will? We got Jay Will in this bitch, man. Shout out to Jay Will, man.
Is he
Shout out to
coming on the chat?
Randomism. We got the dick sucker doors in the building. He probably got a bottle of lotion right next to him.
No, but I am totally naked right now.
Fuck out of here.
You're the one that brought it up. I'm manscaping.
This man,
I picked those things up.
This man Doors, y'all, he get no pussy. We know
I'm
this for a
going to in a
fact.
few days.
He's over here paying for shit. He don't get shit free.
I've never
He
paid for
pay.
pussy.
We know you be paying
On
Doors.
my
You
mama's
real.
life, I've never paid for sex.
That's cap.
Nope.
Cap.
I wish I could prove it. You'd owe me some money.
We know you capping Doors. You ain't got a cap to us. Doors be paying for shit, man. Anybody trying to, ain't no real woman. Like, I feel like if you're a woman and you clapping cheeks with a man with no muscle, that shit lame.
That little faggot. Whatever. Never mind.
Oh. But yeah, man. Everybody got lotion in their hand. But it's all good. Go my grind never stop. My grind goes on and on and on and on. Doors over here. The, doors be getting them skinny chicks with no booty. The
That's my
straight
dick look
skinny
bigger.
chicks.
I mean, a good-looking woman's a good-looking woman. It's sex. It's a woman. It's better than you
Doors be
fucking.
getting them. Doors be getting them chicks that want 4 inches and shit. They don't want no real man. I'm just being real.
Are you too young to have known what a Stretch Armstrong was, the toy?
What?
There was a toy. It was called Stretch Armstrong.
What about it?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I've heard about it. What about it?
No, I just thought about it. Random thing. Kids across the street had one as a kid. I never had one. Seemed like a stupid toy to me. The Gettys across the street.
Man, oh man.
Just can't really trim my nose hair. Is anyone coming on?
Boy, y'all hotting. We gonna see. Probably seeing baddies every fucking day, bro. That should be crazy. Every time I leave the house, I see a baddie. That shit be wild. It'd be wild, bro. There be so many chicks wearing these tiny ass shorts or these tight leggings and shit. I'd be like, bruh, you know what you're doing. Mm. You know exactly what you come here for.
Hmm. Anyways, other news.
Doors over here clapping cheeks with chicks with no butt. Shit crazy.
Where's HC Pix? That little Haitian.
He jacking off. What
He's,
do you think he doing?
he's a mischievous Haitian.
He jacking off. He got lotion in his
He might
hand.
have got his temporary immigration protection status revoked. They might send him back.
He might have got deported. Who knows?
Most Haitians are here on a temporary immigration protection status from the earthquake from like 2012. That's probably when he came here.
AC Pix might have got deported.
Well, they're never supposed to be here for 12 years. It's time for them to go back to Haiti, where they belong. They can make Haiti great. Port au Prince.
Doris? What do you think is the baddest chicks to clap cheeks with? To me, to my honest opinion, I think Cuban girls are just ridiculous. From Cuba, I feel like Cuban, Puerto Rican, Middle Eastern, even the Chinese girls. I feel like those girls be just
I
ooh
feel
wee.
like you'd stick your dick in anything that said yes at this point.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
No, I wouldn't. I don't want to get STD or HIV or herpes. So I sure ain't gonna
You
just
don't
stick
strike me as a picky
anything.
man, Mike. She just makes
What?
eye contact when you stick your dick in her. You're not a picky man with bitches.
I'm a picky man because you don't know what females can have. They can have a disease you don't know. They can. You know what's
Uh,
crazy? There's a lot of women that got diseases and don't know they have it. You know that? So for me,
do
I'm
you know
not gonna
one in
just
three gay? Do you know 1 in 3 gay black men has HIV?
no. But
One
I'm
in
not talking about.
three.
I'm not. No, but I'm not talking about the men though. I'm talking about there's a lot of females that got shit and don't know it. So I'm not gonna just sleep with anybody. You crazy doors.
No, I'm just saying, like, think about it. If you know someone that's gay and black, there's like a 33% chance they have HIV. That you can't make
But
that shit up.
how many women out there got? There's a lot of women out there that got shit and don't know it. So why would I just sleep with anybody, Doris?
We're talking about gay brothers. They must be doing some raunchy stuff.
Everybody who got diseases is because they sleeping with everybody, anybody, whether you a man, woman, whatever. When you sleep with anything
32%
and
of my race.
everything,
Uh,
when you sleep with anything and everything, you're bound to catch something. That's why I say,
statistics
Doris, I'm
don't
not
lie.
if if the bitch ain't pretty and she ain't got no if she ain't built right, I ain't fucking with you. You gotta be a certain type for me, bro. You gotta be at a certain level for me to just say, "Oh, I'm gonna sleep with you." No, it's just not anybody, bro.
I should fuck randomizers daughter so that I can make their family tree a little better looking.
The girl that you slept with, Doris, I would have tore her little ass up. She went and walked for 7 days straight, bro. Telling you. All that cooking and shit, she ain't doing none of that.
What about a Haitian girl?
A Haitian girl not can walk for 7 days. Telling you. I got a motor that doesn't stop. Telling you, she ain't gonna make it, bro. Those chicks you had, man, I would have, man, they wouldn't make it, bro. They'd be like, what the hell? That's why girls are afraid of me, bro. I got too much stamina for these motherfuckers. A lot of girls ain't built. A lot of girls ain't ready for me, man. I got too much stamina. My stamina's top tier. They can't fuck with me
Why the fuck are you telling me this?
because all the girls you smashed, they only lasted 30 minutes. That shit lame. Like the one girl you see you smashed in Mexico. She probably ain't go
I
longer than
didn't
an
fuck
hour.
one, I fucked more than one. They
And none
love
of them
my white
last.
cock down in
And,
Mexico.
and, and, and which
I'm a
one of them
white cock
lasted?
slut.
And which one of them lasted longer than an hour? None of them. And you probably busted a nut in like 15, 20 minutes.
I said I did the first time because I hadn't fucked in a minute.
That's pathetic. That's pathetic, Doris. What happened on the second time? Lasted 30 minutes?
Something
Woohoo!
like that.
Yeah. That's still lame. You gotta clap that shit for an hour. At least an hour, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. For real. And you gotta get both holes. Your door's quiet now. Got your back in the corner. You don't know what to do. You know if you should call 911 or run. Yeah, I fucking cook doors. I did my job.
Right? I'm just saying, like, personally. If you're ethically oblivious, then you wouldn't cheat. It's not. I don't think.
Yeah, I tell them what it is.
So then you're not cheating. That's not
So
cheating.
you're not with faithful, you just
No, he's a
in
flip.
an
That's
open
not cheating.
relationship.
I don't. Okay.
No.
No.
So I don't. My thing is I don't believe in monogamy, and I'm upward about it and honest about it. I think the difference between me and other guys is we might not listen. They might tell you, "I'm only gonna love you and be with you." Right? And that's a strategy. A lot of guys do that to kind of sell the team, but I don't like that because it creates headaches later on. So you think men are only
No, I'm trying to figure out. No. Everybody, clearly, I got cheated on. Didn't we speak about this earlier?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and a woman is on.
No, but I'm saying you would never be faithful. Like, how about if you have a wife, you're fucking 40, right? You have a wife with kids in the house, y'all live together. You're never gonna be faithful. You just gonna keep fucking with
I mean, well, I don't know what I'll be thinking at 40, but what I will say is that I will always reserve the right to be able to do it. Like I'm a firm believer that men should reach a certain level where they can do what they want and not necessarily be beholden to what their wife wants. I don't think your wife should be telling you anything as a man. You should be dictating everything, and it's your way or the highway. The man is the leader, and he's the authority, and that's how it goes.
Oh, you want to be
So do you want to imagine yourself in a movie?
I mean, in the future,
So you would let your wife cheat on you?
no, that's not a two-way street. Unless you,
Okay, so let's say you're married, you would cheat on me.
Yeah, he just said that.
I'm very blunt about this. I think men are superior to women in almost every way. And since I think that comes with benefits, but it also comes with responsibilities. I also don't think women should work. I don't think women should be focusing on a career. I don't think they should be doing anything that takes away from the family. I think we should be focusing on that. But with that said, I do think that since men are superior and they're responsible, they also have authority. The problem is that women want a man to take care of them and be a leader and be competent, but they don't want to follow that man's rules. And I agree with that. So if we're going to go ahead and have chivalry, like she was saying, or a gentleman or whatever, I think that needs to go all the way and bring it towards logical conclusion, which is the man is out of the household, he's a leader, he dictates how things go, and in return, the woman has a carefree life where she can kind of enjoy her life, not worry about working, enter the workforce, stress, and the only stress she does have is kids. And I think if it's young children, the man should have a capability of maybe getting a nanny to assist her, or maybe bringing his mom into the place. I do think that one parent raising a child can be very difficult. But you know, I'm a firm believer that if a man's gonna have responsibility, he needs to have authority. It is what it is. Yeah. So that's what it is.
Sorry, I have a question for you. All right, is this religious based or is this just as you grown up?
I mean, you can make the argument that like yeah, you know, that it comes from a religious base, but then just look at it. If you just want to look at it strictly,
Look at how I made Dora be quiet, y'all. Cooked his ass. That shit was easy, bro. Cooking doors like cooking a 5-year-old. Shit light, man.
right? That's the thing. Like, why do they have this belief system, etc. Then as I got older, I started like studying the differences between the genders from a psychological level and from a physicality level. I realized that men truly are superior to women in every way. So we should be listening to them.
How dare you?
A relationship is not. Y'all shouldn't be listening to them. Period.
Listen, I think that there's a lot of confusion because you are a polygamist and you grew up in a monogamous society, so that there's a lot of confusion. So I guess in my mind, it sounds like you use the word cheating, but you're upfront about it.
Yeah.
So you're not cheating, you're polygamous, and you're communicating with your partner, who is also okay with polygamy,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I do want to state here. Let's assume that I wasn't monogamous. I would still have the same view. I would still say that I'm superior to my woman. She needs to listen.
I'm not even
That's what I'm
addressing.
saying.
I'm not even addressing the superiority or anything like that. I'm just saying about the cheating. That's what I would be for. I'm aware. That's why I was just addressing him.
So cheating in general can be. You want to tell you what?
Oh no, I'm speaking to him directly because I'm also polygamous. That's what I'm also polygamous. I'm also polygamous. I'm okay with dating multiple people and my partner dating multiple people. That's what we decided we want to do.
Wait, so you want to get family?
Sometimes, yeah.
Isn't that an open relationship?
No, that's not an open relationship.
You can't call that polygamy.
That is polygamy.
That's being a whore.
No, that's polygamy. I'm not getting paid for sexual services.
I'm dying.
Sexual services. I'm gonna have two boyfriends and my boyfriend is okay with me having two boyfriends. That's polygamy. That's actually polyandry, but we'll leave that alone.
Okay.
I never said he likes to watch me have sex with other men. Him as well.
Okay. Well, look. That's
No, I just wanted to know, like, that's it. That's what I just wanted to know. I get that women also feel as though, like,
Oh shit,
so
bro.
I
I love her, bro. I love her energy.
that's where my worldview stems from. Is where I think men are better than women.
I need me a chick who think like her.
No,
In general, like in everything in life, you think men are better than women.
it's a fact.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Okay, so let me ask you another question other than this one. Sure. Okay, so if you feel as though men are superior to women in every facet of life, then why would you
Let me be
entrust?
specific. I think men are superior to women in almost every realm of human endeavor that we can both compete in. So, for example, a lot of women try to say, "Well, you can't have kids." Well, we can't compete in that, so that doesn't count.
Oh, I
When
wouldn't
it talks
even bring that up.
yeah, when it comes to like leadership, competency, genius levels, IQ, etc., men rule in
Look,
everything.
look, I wasn't going to talk about grandchildren because that would be a nonsensical argument. I'm saying I was going to specifically ask about parenting because both genders can be parents, and if you believe that, then my follow-up question would be then why are you entrusting the rearing of your children, the majority of it, to a woman, your partner? And then if you want to hire a nanny, I'm going to take yes 9 times or 10 times out of 10 you would hire a female because you wouldn't want another man raising your children. So if you believe that, then explain the logic if you can.
Sure. Well, fathers actually make better parents for children than women do, and I'll explain. John, this comes from the book Rational Report, where they compared single father households to single mother household, and the single father household did significantly better when it came to that child becoming a steady member of society. So, though they might not get the same level of nurturing and caring, a father's job now sometimes is to be a disciplinarian. So they'll keep them from being degenerates. Now, with that said, does that mean they might have some instability and attachment issues as an adult? Sure, but at least they won't be criminals. So fathers, statistically speaking, do better than mothers.
Okay, but that wasn't my question. I said
They're better parents.
I understand but that wasn't my question. For me, understand all of that. But I'm saying if you believe that, then why do you trust the rearing of your children, the majority of it, to women?
Oh, because I'm there as a disciplinarian. So, because I'm still involved, obviously, but if we were to, compare apples to apples and put a single mom and a single dad does better. So, the mom is there to kind of accentuate the situation, but the father is the base. And this is something that we don't talk about in society because it's taboo to give men flowers and it's taboo to criticize women.
Look at how I set up doors, y'all.
It's not the mainstream narrative.
I had to do something. I'm back.
You had to get the lotion out. I know.
I kind of want randomizer to lotion it up. You'd probably be good at it.
Say, Grandma's live in Virginia,
West Virginia.
West Virginia.
He's a good guy. HC is a good guy. I was just joking about HC. If they tried to deport HC, I'd stop them. I'm sure HC is a citizen anyways. We shouldn't joke like that about deporting. Makes it seem like some people are better than other people. We're all equal.
Some people should get deported. I ain't gonna lie. Some should. I ain't gonna say all. Some.
Well, if they're going to deport people, they need to go after the businesses and people that hire illegal aliens. Those are the ones that are benefiting from exploiting people. Well, they're not necessarily all exploiting people, but the point is, if you're gonna, a lot of them do it because no Americans want to do it. But if you're gonna pay people unlivable, well, if you're gonna hire people illegally, yeah, you should be held accountable. I don't interest sharing with those people that work the fields make. It's not nearly enough. And if fruit prices need to go up, then so be it. But no one should be getting that kind of money. That's disgusting. I'm a populist. I believe in the blue collar guy. I want to see them do well. So I don't think that these people need to be making the amount of money they make Sunkist and Dole and whoever the fuck owns them. I don't know. I think Sunkist may be a solar, but Dole and all those huge fucking multinational companies. Even if they're not multinational, it's just, yeah, fuck that. I'd love to go undercover. I can't because I'm not Latino or Indian or whatever, but I'd love to have someone go undercover and expose what happens.
Expose who?
I'd like to have the agriculture, the growers exposed, and the people that these huge agricultural corporations that are paying people to pick fruit and harvest fruit, and these huge ranches and these meat processing plants and these Las Vegas restaurants and these construction companies, all these people that are employing illegal people.
The one rule, the one rule doors that I would change is that you could get your whole Social Security check, no matter if you worked 40 hours or 80 hours. I would lift that rule that says if you get a Social Security check, then you're not allowed to work a certain amount of hours because there's a lot of people in the world that need both. That need their work check and a social security check. And need both. So I think they should lift that rule that says if you work a certain amount of hours, you can't get paid. That rule needs to be lifted. They need to have it where you can work anywhere from 40 to 80 hours and still get your full check. If your check is 3, 4, 5,000, you should still get your social security check in full as well as your hours. I would change that rule because
Okay.
a lot of people aren't rich and they need both. They need the full social security check and they need the full work check. But if you make them work less hours because they are getting a check, that's wrong. That's one thing I would change.
Okay. Okay. I dig it. I dig it.
Because
Dig it.
you got to think about it. Like, if you're not making, like, I can understand if you're making like 6, 7 figures. Okay, cool. But if you're making, in my opinion, if you're making less than let's say you're making 5,000 a year, that ain't shit. If you're making
Well,
5,000 for the entire year, that ain't shit. They should have a rule that if you're not making figures, when I say figures, doors, I'm not talking about like per month. I'm talking about like per paycheck. If each paycheck you get per month, let's say you get 2 checks in a month, if 2 of your checks a month is figures, and you want to cut somebody's social security down, cool. But if you're making minimum wage, you're making 12, $13, it shouldn't matter if you work 40 or 80 hours. And you should still be able to get your check.
the Social Security, uh,
You said what?
the Social Security program is going insolvent. A lot of these programs have failed totally. A
Social
lot of the
Security is
national
cool.
debt, a lot of the 34 trillion in national debt or whatever it um, is owed to federal programs. It's against federal programs. It's not just to China and Japan and Germany. It's to
What is it? What is against? What do you mean by against?
they basically took out debt against the Social Security and stuff for our national debt. Um, we don't have these programs have failed. Social Security and um, Medicare. They've the last generation that's going to be able to take advantage of them is probably the Generation X, maybe if millennials, if it gets past baby boomers. But there's so many baby boomers, it's just there's not enough people working to pay into it. Um, there's less people in the workforce now than there ever has been before in American history. The unemployment rate is a misleading statistic. Unemployment rate is only people that are not working that are actively receiving unemployment checks. Look at your friends and people you know that aren't working. How many of them are getting unemployment checks? I bet you it's a fraction of them, maybe 5 to 10%. So the real unemployment, there's probably only like 30% of Americans actually working right now. If you really look at it, maybe only 25, maybe 35% on the high end, but the unemployment statistic unemployment rates are a very misleading statistic. It's only
It
for
sounds
people
like it's
actively receiving unemployment benefits. So there's so many people that are not working that are not contributing to the Social Security and Medicare programs. Social Security is going to fail. It already really has, but and part of
yeah,
it's
but
our national debt.
it should not matter who's working and who's not working.
Okay,
If you have disabilities and you got bills to pay, it should
where
not
the
be against
where the fuck's the money going
it
to come
should.
from?
But at the end of the day, they should not cut off your check because of how many hours you work. If I'm giving
Don't
if I'm giving somebody $1,000 for Social Security, But then I'm saying, oh, because you're working 40 hours, I'm gonna give you nothing or $500. That's bullshit.
I don't depend on Social
That's straight
Security.
bullshit.
I don't depend on 401k.
Yeah,
I'm gonna depend
I'm
on
not
my
I'm
white
not talking
ass to make and save
I'm not talking
assets
to
so
you,
I can afford
dumbass.
myself.
I'm not talking to you, dumbass. I'm talking about there's a lot of people out there that Social Security is screwing over. There's a lot of people out there who have
Yep.
disabilities.
This is
A lot of
yep,
people,
yep. And it's gonna get
and they're,
worse. It's gonna get
and they're getting
worse.
screwed over with the Social
Well, it's gonna
Security
get
stuff.
worse. So then they can go to fucking Mexico or China and see what they get there it's called living on the street dying. So be
I ain't gonna
grateful
lie to
what
you,
you get
Doris.
or shut the fuck
I ain't
up.
gonna, I ain't gonna lie to you, Doris. One day, I can see myself living in Mexico. You know why?
Why?
Now, Cam, you coming
I
in
don't
here?
understand why
Now,
people are fucking depending on the US government to support them. They should support themselves.
no, but there's people that have no, but Doris.
What
What you
are you
just said,
supposed to
There's
be
no
living in
there's
Cam,
Mexico?
what the fuck what's a
Cam, stop
disability?
trolling.
What's a
Cam, stop,
disability?
Cam, stop trolling, please, sir.
What do you see working
I
in
know people that are
Mexico?
bipolar and they say it's a disability, or people that fucking have
Like I was saying, here's what
Hey,
I'm saying.
brother, why would you live in Mexico?
Cam, I've asked you to stop trolling. Now, do you want to be off the panel, sir? Stop
Who
the
the fuck
trolling
said?
shit.
Who the fuck said I was trolling? I'm not fucking trolling.
Can we change the subject, Mike, and talk about the NBA playoffs? Since we're just
No,
gonna,
no, no, no,
since
no,
I
no, no, no.
please, I don't want to
No,
talk about fucking Medicare and fucking Social Security for
here's
Christ's
my
sakes.
point with you.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
no. Here's my point with you, Doors. You flip the entire subject. There's people out there that have disabilities, and they should get their check. You don't have to give them 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000. But they should. I feel like
We
every
don't
person.
have the money because not enough
Yes, they
people are
do have the money.
contributing, and we've spent too much
Yes,
money,
they
and we're
do.
insolvent.
Yes,
We're
they do.
34 trillion in debt,
That's
for Christ's
false.
sakes.
That's false. That's
Jesus
false.
Christ.
If they can allow people to cross the border illegally, if they can allow people who commit crimes to be out in the world killing other people, if you can allow people to get mistreated in their surgeries or medications, this whole world is corrupt. It's
Yes,
corrupt.
because that's correct. Because our government, the American government, cares more about illegal aliens getting aid. Where in my state, when I go into my clinic and my doctor's office, it's all fucking illegals in there. It's all foreigners. They're all getting. You can get in Washington State, if you're listening to this, you can get free health insurance if you're an illegal. You can get free housing. You can get free anything, free college.
That's where all the money's going. That's why Social Security's fucked up because of
Yeah,
all these foreigners that's taking all the money.
yeah.
That's the problem.
It's making it's getting that 34 trillion worse. And people say liberals will try and say, well, that's not true. It's not really affecting that, but it is true. It's billions. It's hundreds of billions of dollars a year that goes to these people.
And this is why.
It's write-offs and taxes. What do you think happens when they go to the hospital and they have a child and they just abscond? They just run away from the hospital and they never pay. That's what all these people do. Everyone knows it. Anyone that's friends with illegals and they come here, they have their kid. They come here, they have their kid at the hospital, and then they just dip out. And their kid is now a citizen, and they're not going to pay for the health care. In Mexico or Guatemala or Honduras or Haiti, your ass doesn't get in the hospital unless you prepay him cash. Anyone who knows anything knows that. They say, okay, what are you going to do? I'm here to have a kid. Okay, it's going to be $2,000 up front. If not, you're going to die in the street. Doesn't matter if you're 6 months old, 6 years old, 60 years old, but they come here and they take advantage of our medical system because in the US, they can't deny treatment to anyone. It's the stupidest law ever. It's a stupid law.
That's
So
why
these
the world.
hospitals lose out on hundred trillions of dollars, and it's tax write-off that they get back from the government. So the government needs that. Yeah,
That's
because
why.
Guadalupe is coming here and farting out 8 kids, and who's paying for that? American
The world
taxpayers.
is fucked up. There's too many foreigners down here. Take your
Talk
ass
to your
back
local,
to.
talk to the nurse in your community. Talk to your local nurse, and they'll say, yeah, all these Mexicans are coming here, these Hondurans, Guatemalans.
Salute,
whatever,
salute,
wherever,
salute.
and they're having kids and they're getting medical care and they don't pay for it. They just dip out. They never pay for it. Just like when they come here for asylum and they're supposed to check in, they never check in. They never
They done here
never
taking
go through
all
the
the money,
process.
man. Get
Yeah.
these foreigners out of here.
Well, I mean, a lot of them are doing a lot of good and they're an asset and they're great people. It's just laws need to be followed. It
No,
needs to
they need
be.
to they need to send all these foreigners back where they belong. Send them
Are
all
you
back.
saying that or do you mean that?
I actually mean that because there's people out here that's suffering because these foreigners are taking all the money. That's
Well,
the
when you
problem.
look at communities of need, you look at black communities, or you look at black inner city urban communities, and the reason why your community has less resources is because it's being taken from your community and given to these illegals. They're taken from your community, they're taken from other needy communities that are at risk and need. So I don't know why people would fucking vote for that, for your community to get less. Instead of going to your schools and your people, it's going to these other fuckers who aren't even
Yeah,
American, dude.
yeah. All these foreigners, man, they all need to get sent back, bro. Like, I ain't even joking with that. Like, I'm being for real.
I don't
Send
think
all these
all of them,
foreigners
but I
back.
don't think they should be eligible for aid. I think if you're a foreigner and you come here, you need to support yourself. We have enough. We have millions of homeless
No,
Americans, black,
foreigners
white,
should
and
not be allowed in America.
look at all the homeless
They should not
Americans.
be
They're
allowed.
white and they're black. Do you ever see Hispanic homeless people? Do you ever see Asian homeless people? It's always black and white.
Foreigners should not be allowed in
Bro,
America,
how we
bro.
always talking about race and stuff?
Man, fuck the
I thought
foreigners.
you,
They
I
should not
thought,
be
I thought,
allowed.
I
They
thought you just said NBA playoffs.
they need to send the ass. They need to send the ass
Because
back to for
because
one,
Mike's
Cam.
concerned
The
about
Lakers
Social
ain't.
Security and disability.
Mike,
And I'm trying to tell him that the reason they
Mike,
don't have enough
Seriously,
money for Social
you
Security
don't,
and disability, Mike, is because they're giving money to these illegals and these foreigners and foreign aid. We're
hey,
giving $100 billion to
yes,
Ukraine rather than bring it to the black community, the Native American community,
fact.
veterans, children,
Yeah,
single moms. Veterans, it should go to veterans. People like Cam who served our country should get opportunities for work, college, whatever, more
right.
than they do.
I agree, and that's how.
Your
And that's
people,
how. No,
like,
no, go
I'm
ahead.
all about aid to black people. I'm all about aid to black people, wrong the rights. But I don't want aid going to foreigners, and I don't want aid going to illegals, and I don't want
Yeah.
aid going to overseas.
Illegals, illegals and foreigners aren't just stealing money, but they're committing huge crimes as well.
They're not Americans. Like they're not part of our. Like they're not Americans. Like they can come here and they can make the life for themselves, but why do you think all these Indians own all these gas stations and hotels here? Because they get all these government loans. We're basically giving them fucking
Mhm.
businesses. Oh,
hey,
hey, you're Indian and you want to
hey,
come and start a business? Oh, open up an SBA loan here. We're going to give it to you for free.
hey, you
You can
Cam
come
know,
and hire black people and white people to work for you and take advantage of them. Sound good to G? Thank you. Come again.
It's facts.
Why do I want to be working for a fucking foreigner? They should be working for you or me. This is our
Ding,
country.
ding, ding. That's absolute. That's absolutely fact, man. There's too many foreigners down here taking our money, taking our jobs. They just doing too much, man. They don't belong, bro.
Do you think they let black people from Texas and white people from New England go to India and open businesses and boss them around? No fucking way.
Oh, hell
So why
no.
do we let them come here and do that to us?
That's big facts.
Do you think they have
That's
business
facts and
loans
only
for black
facts.
men to go to Punjab or Uttar Pradesh and open gas stations and motels in Gujarat and Uttar Pradesh in India? No. Well, how come they have programs to come here and do that?
We're not
And
even
how come
allowing
they
this
call
to
Indians a minority, dude? They're 1/3 of the, like 30% of the world's population. Just India has over 1.5 billion. Pakistan has like 300 million. Bangladesh has 300 million. And they're all the same race. They all call themselves Desi. And then they have their diaspora all throughout the world. So there's like almost 2.5, 3 billion Indian people of Indian descent. and they have the balls to call themselves a fucking minority. What? There's more Indians
Right.
than all black people combined in the world. Think
That's
about
very
that.
true. Sad. It's
Think about
sad, but
that for
it's
a minute.
true.
There's more Chinese than all black people combined in the world. There's more Chinese than all white people combined in the world.
Yeah,
It's
there's a whole
crazy to
lot of
think about.
foreigners down here. They need to send all foreigners back where they from, man. Like for real, man. Like all the Americans is down here, bro. We suffering because of the foreign people.
Well,
They
they're
just
replacing us because there's so many of them. Like I said, like you add up China and India, that's 3/5 of the world's population or more. There's so many of them.
and it's probably like 3/4 of America if you think about it. It's
Yeah,
just too
there's way
many,
more
man.
of them. There's way more of them here than what's really reported. I go to any park or a mall or uh, I'll go to any public space, a gym. I'll be observing the children getting off the school bus just because I'm just curious, and I look and it says that it's 80% white here, and I look at the kids get off the bus and they're all Indian or Chinese or Salvadorian, so I'm like, huh, where are you getting these statistics from? Like, who's coming up with these statistics for like that the city I live in is 80% white, and it's not just one of them. Every one of the cities I go to, I look around and I go to a public space or I go to the gym or like I said, I see the school kids getting out of school, and none of them are fucking American, white, or black. They're all fucking. They were all foreign. Being,
It's
being
crazy work, man.
coming here and educated on our dime. They're educated on our dime. We're paying to educate them,
Yeah,
and
and we give
then they're
them.
gonna talk about how bad they have it here, how horrible America is, how horrible it is to be Indian in America and Chinese in America, how horrible they have it. It's just so bad for them. They're so exploited. It's so
Yep.
hard to be Chinese in America and racism. And then you look at the wealthiest people in the US by race, and Chinese and Indians are at the highest by a mile. They make like an average of like 150K per person per median income, whereas everyone else is
Let
around
me
like,
address doors real fast. Let me address Cam real quick, man.
Where's your mic, bro? I mean, where's your headphones?
Whose headphones?
Lord,
who?
Okay, so let me address Cam. Let me go back to addressing Cam.
where's your headphones?
We
Who?
talked about. Hold on, nigga. I'm addressing you right now.
No, I'm saying, where's your
Uh,
headphones,
I'm addressing you, nigga.
bro?
So
Where is your headphones?
I'm addressing you, bro. You talking to me now? Like I was
That's what
saying,
I'm
bro.
talking to you. That's what I'm asking. I'm asking you.
Like I was saying before, man. This dude Cam. We've talked about the Lakers for like 4 days in a row. There's nothing else to break down. There's nothing else to say. We talked enough Lakers talk. We don't play till Saturday. I'm not about to talk about the Lakers from Sunday to Saturday. No, sir. Well, I'll get back to the Lakers when they play Saturday. I've discussed them Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, partial Wednesday. I've discussed them today. I've enough Laker talk till Saturday. But like I was saying before,
How,
man,
how are you addressing me when I ain't even said nothing about the Lakers? Like what
bro,
the
because
hell?
bro, at the end of the day, back to what Dora was saying, there's enough foreigners out here, man. They need to take their ass back where they belong. This is our country. We need to take our shit back, bro. For real. They're taking all the money, bro. Just like Dora said, getting all these loans, probably ain't paying the loans back.
No, they get
They-
special business loans. They get special business loans to start businesses, and then they fucking. How come the business loans aren't going to your community and me and others?
We
Like,
can't even get a loan. As an
those business
American,
loans change
we
your
can't even
life,
get there.
dude.
We can't even get one. As an American, it's hard for us to get a loan compared to a foreigner. Foreigner
Yep.
gets with their eyes closed.
Yep. My friend was telling me about this special government loan this Vietnamese lady got. Actually, I think she was Hmong, Hmong. They're a minority that's spread throughout Southeast Asia and different countries, but she's considered a refugee or asylum seeker or whatever. So she got this business loan, didn't have to pay back any interest. I didn't have to pay taxes.
Got the
Craziest thing
headphones
ever.
on,
Didn't
nigga.
didn't have to pay
Yeah.
taxes for like 5 years. It was an opportunity that you'd have to talk to my friend to get particulars, but it's an opportunity that I've never heard a white or black American getting. But you're giving it to a foreign Asian woman. What kind of loan do you think she'd give me or you if we went to her country? They'd give us a kick in the fucking face. That's what they'd give us. I just don't know why we give these opportunities to foreigners. Why aren't Americans getting it?
Too many,
Inner city children,
too
poor
many
rural
phones get
children.
everything, man. They getting everything.
I don't understand how anyone can go to an inner city and see those children and not be like, oh, okay, yeah, no, those are the people that need an opportunity. They need a leg up. They
It's
need
crazy.
funding.
Whenever you
Dude, we
think
gave
about
over
it,
$100 billion to Ukraine, dude. How come we couldn't give that to poor black youth in Cleveland, in Akron, in Dallas, Houston, New Orleans, or Native Americans, or women, or refugee, or fucking, veterans? I'm not even saying giving it to me. I'm saying giving it to people that are, need it the most. Who
I can
haven't
use
had
a
the
loan right
opportunities
now.
I've had.
I can use a loan right now.
Mm-hmm. You've probably never had things handed to
I
your life, have you? You've
don't
had to
take.
work for things, Mike, haven't you?
I've had nothing handed to me, man. I've had to
I don't
fight and
take.
scrap for every little thing I've gotten.
I don't take out loans. I don't believe in loans.
You said what, Cam?
I don't take out loans. I don't believe in loans.
At the end of the day, bro.
Only way I can get a loan from somebody is only way I get a loan is unless it's not even physically through me. It's a third party. So basically, like if I was getting a car in the dealership that I'm getting my car from, I don't have the money that I need to get the car, and I get a loan from the bank. That's the only loan I get. Other than that, I ain't getting no loans.
On the same token, though, Mike, like straight up, I don't wish any ill will on anyone. I don't want anything bad to happen to anyone. I'm not advocating anything bad. I'm not saying I'm trying to harm anyone or I want them to. I just have nativist views that it should be Americans first when it comes to our aid. That's the whole point of a country, to provide for its people. That's the point of a country. That's the point of that's the purpose of it. It's we're not around a country. There's nothing noble about a country. It's looking out for itself at the end of the day, its own sovereignty and its own people. And I think our government has forgotten that its number one role is to serve the people and their will, and that's it. And I think government's gotten too big, and bureaucracy and the machine, the apparatus, and I don't know how government can ever work effectively with a country our size. That's why I am against population growth, because I think the bigger a population gets, the less effective government can work. I think the more scarce resources get, more pollution. I don't think, if you look at all the most effective governments in the world, they're all small countries. Sweden, Norway, Switzerland, and they have like
Hey,
a
Doris.
sovereign fund like Norway
Hey, yo,
and
Doris.
resources. Yeah.
I'll move to Did you say Sweden?
Yeah, the longest you can do in prison in Sweden is like 15 years,
I'll
even if you
move.
kill someone. It's
I'll
fucking
move to.
crazy.
I'll move to Norway, Doris.
That's one of the best countries. They have this sovereign wealth fund they created for all their citizen. Money only goes into it; it never comes out of it. So, and they use their oil that they have in the North
What
Sea to fund it.
What country? What country? What country is Europe? What big country in Europe is closest to Norway?
Big country?
So like what country? What big country?
Germany.
What's the biggest country that Norway's close to?
Germany.
Germany.
You could say Russia technically, but I would say Germany. Or the UK. England, the UK.
See,
The Netherlands.
I always wanted to live
The
in somewhere
Netherlands
like
isn't a big country. Huh? It's
I
not
always
far from
wanted to.
France.
Don't is straight
Damn,
cooking right now.
every time I talk, he say I can't get out what I'm saying.
Sorry. Well, it's Europe. You throw a rock, you hit 10 countries. I'm listening. I'm sorry.
Countries like So wait a minute. England is the UK, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so England is the UK. So what's the
England,
diff-
Wales.
what's the difference between the UK and Great Britain?
Great Britain is the island that it's on. It's called Great Britain. It's the island.
So
But
Great
it's the
Britain.
United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland is the actual
Okay.
name.
So it's all one thing, right?
They've had these recent things where they have a certain level of autonomy, but basically the Great Britain is all one country. You could just say it's the UK, the United Kingdom, and it has Wales is part of it, Scotland's part of it, England's part of it,
So wait a minute.
and then Northern Ireland's
That's what
part
I'm
of it.
saying. See, that's
And
what
Northern Ireland's on Ireland. And then you have
that,
Ireland, which is its own
damn,
sovereign
your
state.
ass just keep on talking. You don't stop. I can't even have a conversation with you, bro.
My bad, I'm listening.
I'm trying to ask you questions and you talking over me. I can't even ask you the question. Yeah. I like geography, but I don't know everything.
I sure as hell don't.
Maybe.
I'm hyperactive right now. My bad.
No. That's not what I'm saying. See, you jumping the gun. That ain't even what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that yeah, I like geography, but hey, I might not be the best. I don't know everything. So now
Me
I'm
either.
asking you, but see, you're jumping the gun, brother. You're jumping the gun. You're jumping the gun, bro. I'm telling you, you jumping the gun, bro. That don't even got nothing to do with what I'm saying.
Damn.
I promise you, jumping the gun, fam. What I'm saying is, yeah, I love geography, but I don't know everything. So I'm asking you, maybe that you got a little bit of information that I don't have, so that you can enlighten me. Does that make sense?
Yes.
That's all, brother. It ain't nothing to do with me calling you a smart ass or nothing. You can't never be smart enough. I never knock nobody knowledge.
Yeah, I shouldn't do that either. There's people way smarter than me. There's always something smarter than you. And who likes people that try and make themselves feel superior to you? I respect people that are knowledgeable but they're humble.
Mm-hmm.
When someone's knowledgeable but arrogant, I immediately am not a fan.
See, that's what I'm saying. So back to what I was asking. When you talking about, you say Great Britain is the island and the UK is part of it, and you say England's part of it, right? Which I which I kind of already had a sense that that's kind of how it was. But the thing I'm confused about is that you said that Great Britain is the island. So basically, Great Britain is the host. It hosts everything. So everything else that's on it is a part of it, right?
Yeah.
So check this out. You said Great Britain is the island, and you said, which you got the UK, United Kingdom, and you said England. But earlier I said, "Hey, isn't the UK England?" And you was like, "Yeah."
England is one of the entities of the UK.
See, that don't,
There's four entities:
that shit weird.
Scotland,
That shit
England,
weird.
Wales, and Northern Ireland. There's four parts to it, you could say. Four pieces of the puzzle.
That shit
You got
weird.
Scotland way up north.
So wait a minute. So England is, but England is a country, right?
No,
So
it's
the
a
England,
it's a
the
it's a
England, the country is Great Britain, right?
country's Great Britain.
Okay.
Well, the country's the United Kingdom. I think
See that?
officially it's I can't remember. I don't know what they call it now, but it used to be called the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. I don't know what they call it now.
See that shit weird, bro.
See, the United Kingdom of Great Britain, the Kingdom of Great Britain, the Kingdom of the Island of Great Britain, and Northern Ireland, which is on the island to the east of it, Ireland, the northern part of it. So it's in the name, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. So it's the whole kingdom, the whole island's united, and part of the other island.
So Great Britain is the island. Like what the fuck? The
Yeah, it's a
island.
very ancient isle, and there's little other islands around it,
So
like the Isle of Man.
how is Great Britain the island, but UK is the country, but UK is on the island of Great Britain? Like that don't make sense, bro.
Think about it. We're North America, but there's technically three countries in North America: Canada, United States, and Mexico.
Bro,
It's
but
just it's not an island; it's just a continent, but it's the same thing.
no, the continent is Europe.
No. I'm saying our continent,
But that's what I'm
North
saying.
America.
So it's not the equivalent, brother. It's still not the equivalent. Because you say we North American. North America is the continent.
Just see it as one landmass.
North America is the continent. We're the country. We're the US. We're the US. We're the US. That's our country, the United States.
Papua New Guinea is an island.
So look, Great Britain is the island, UK is the country, England is what? A city? Basically what you telling me?
England's a territory. It's a cultural it's a ethno-linguistic region. Um, and it's a legislative area within the Commonwealth. Just like Scotland is a legislative area that has a level of independence and autonomy, and they had a vote to secede from the UK, but it wasn't passed. So they decided to remain in the UK, even though Scotland has always had its independence movement for
So
economic
basically, no.
reasons.
So no, listen to what I'm saying. England, basically you telling me England is a city, right? Or a state. Basically.
England's the part of the UK.
But what is it?
It's a region within the UK. Just see it as a region.
So what's another region in the UK?
Wales.
What else?
Scotland.
Scotland is a country.
No, it's not.
Scotland not a country?
No. It's an autonomous area within the United Kingdom, but it's not its own nation state or country. It's not a sovereign country. Just like Andalusia or Catalonia isn't a sovereign state within Spain, it's an autonomous region, but it's under the fucking flag of Spain.
So Scotland.
It's under their parliament.
So Scotland not a country, bro.
No, it's under the parliament of the UK.
Well, that is insane.
I think they have their own Scottish parliament, but it's still subservient to the UK parliament in London.
Yeah, see, I thought Scotland was a country, bro.
No. It used to be. You wouldn't call it a country though. It was a region.
Nah, it was a country, like you said.
I don't think it was ever a country.
It's Scotland, bro. Like people like actually from Scotland, bro. You know.
I think in the 1700s, before it was
You
unified or
feel what I'm
whatever, it was
saying,
a
bro?
region.
Okay, so what country is Scottish official language?
Scotland's?
What country is Scottish official language? Is Scottish is the official language?
I don't know if the official language of the Scottish region of the UK is Scottish, or if it's English, or if it's maybe 3 or 4 languages. I couldn't tell you.
So wait a minute, check this out. So in England, so in the UK, they speak English. Some people speak English in the UK, right?
That's their official language. They may have 2 or 3 official languages. It may also be Welsh and Scottish and Manx and
so check
English or
check this
Irish,
out. Check this
Gaelic.
out. Check this out, bro. So the UK official language is one. The UK is one of the UK's official languages is English, right?
Mhm.
Just like us, right?
Mhm.
All right, now check this out. Australia is one of Australia's official languages. What? English?
Mhm.
That shit's crazy, bro. Australia, but look, Australia is a continent, though, right?
It is.
All right, so check this out. So what's a country in Australia?
It comprises the whole continent. It's all one country, which also happens to be a continent.
But that's crazy.
But
People wouldn't even think, man. That shit's. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That
there's
shit
also a
wild,
part of
bro.
Australia that's off the
Bro,
continent on the island
bro,
of Tasmania.
bro. Look, bro. That shit crazy, bro. People wouldn't even think that, bro. Australia is a whole continent, bro. It's a whole continent.
Well,
You feel
technically,
me?
the island of Papua New
But
Guinea is it's part of Indonesia and it's
but
also part of Papua New Guinea, the
but
country.
look though, bro. Check this out too, bro. Australia a continent, but what's so crazy is that if it wasn't a continent, you would think it's a country in Europe.
Yeah.
That
And
shit wild.
guess where Australia's culture, guess where Australia's history comes from in our history? It comes from Great Britain, in Canada's history, in New Zealand's history, in South Africa. Well, South Africa, a lot of it
Man,
comes from
well,
Germany and the Netherlands.
I figured that though. You didn't have to like. I'm not saying that you did anything wrong or calling you a smart ass, but if you wouldn't even told me that, I kind of figured that, bro. Because like I said, that's the whole meaning of me asking the questions that I was asking. I said, hey, one of the UK's official languages is what? English. Ours is English. Australia's is English. Some Australians remind me of some people from the UK. That's why I said if you can't really differentiate like that, you would never know. But
And
even
if you go to Montreal or New
look,
Brunswick, you'll
but look
realize it
though,
came from the French and it was called New France, Canada, before it got lost.
but look though, bro. Only way you will know it's they got a faint both of them got their own like little accent. So it's very faint though, but if you didn't really catch if you didn't catch it like that, you wouldn't really be able to tell them apart. That's what I'm saying. Shit weird, bro. Cause what's so crazy is that what's another one of Ireland's official language? What Ireland speak? They just speak Irish?
I think technically it's called Gaelic,
Or
but
Gaelic?
yeah, I think that's their official language.
That's the only thing they speak there?
No, they speak English, but I think their official language is Gaelic. It may be Gaelic and English. I'm
So
too
it's
lazy to check.
nah. The reason why I asked that is because I know some Irelands. I know some Irelands that sound like people from the UK when they talk English.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I asked that. So I was just trying to get some little insight on it, or what that correlates to. Cause I definitely not. I heard that shit the other day. I was like, damn. Cause I was really watching you. I was watching like a UFC interview, and this guy named Paddy Pimblett. He's from the United Kingdom. But when he was talking English, he sounded like Connor. But I was like, damn, how the fuck he sound like Connor? And Connor from Ireland. I said, that's crazy. I said, they damn near sound just the same. They from totally different places. That's all I was asking.
Yep, they have two official languages in Ireland:
Who is
Irish
it?
Gaelic and English. And I suspect it depends
But
where
that's
you live in the
crazy though.
country.
That's crazy
Depends
though.
probably depends where you live in the country to what they teach you in school and what your primary language is and your accent and stuff.
I
Plus, keep in
figured.
mind the northern part of England is part of the UK. It's Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland is not part of Ireland. It's on the island of Ireland, but it's part of the UK. Remember, it belongs to them.
So what you telling me? So what you telling me is that Ireland is close to Ireland is
It's
Ireland.
next to close to Great Britain. They're right next to each other.
So
There's just the Irish Sea in between.
I guess that's what I guess that's why they sound the same then. Hell, cause they sound the exact same. I was like, damn, like this. Well,
God, that water around there is fucking treacherous.
that shit makes sense, bro. That shit make a lot of sense. I ain't gonna lie.
God, imagine being shipwrecked.
That shit make a lot of sense, bro.
God, that's one of my greatest fears. Apparently, I didn't know there's a term for it. Fear of open water. There's a term for it. What's it called? Thalassophobia.
What made that water so dangerous?
I don't have the knowledge of physics and the currents and stuff to explain it, but it's just got a lot of wind.
Oh, so it's just so
It's got the trade winds blowing. It's got the trade winds blowing.
Oh, so it's just dangerous waters, like just
It's
nature.
got all the.
So nature wise, you talking nature wise, right?
Yeah, it's because of the warm air blowing over from the trade winds. I need to refresh my history, but it's because of the world's.
I thought you were
What
talking
would the
about
term be?
I thought maybe you were talking about like something happened over there.
No, I don't have enough knowledge of
some animals.
meteorology and physics, but it has to do with how the world.
Or they be killing people and stuff like that. Or something
No, it has to do with air and pressure and and moisture and winds, currents, air currents. But those northern seas above Europe and stuff, that you could never pay me enough to go in those waters. The North Sea, the Irish Sea. Fuck that. I've seen videos of those ships. Oh my God. I don't know how they don't sink. It's amazing the engineering of them. The waves in the North Sea. Good Lord. To picture the Vikings going there in little boats. Crazy fuckers. God, they must have been nuts. Especially if you work on an oil rig in the North Sea. Modern engineering is just incredible.
Ireland is beside the UK.
Hmm.
And Scotland is how far from from Ireland.
It's right next to it. Scotland is the northern part of the island of Great Britain. And remember, the island of Great Britain is just off the coast of Brittany in France. It's just north of the Europe. It's just north of mainland Europe. It's just north of France, the island of Great Britain. And right next to the island of Great Britain, just to the west of it, you have the island of Ireland. And in between the two and around them, you have different archipelagos and different little islands, like the Isle of Man, the Isle of Wight, little shit like that. You have the Northern Islands in Scotland. There's archipelagos up there. I can't remember what they're called, like the Shetland Islands or whatever the fuck they're called. You want to get people that talk weird. You go to some of those northern islands above Scotland in the archipelago there. It'd be hard for either me or you to understand whatever the fuck they're saying, especially if you got high. Especially if we both got high and went to a fishing village and just listened to them talk.
And
It's fucking crazy.
The other reason why I knew that Ireland speaks English is because of when I heard Patty talking, bro. Patty said mate. I was like, damn, the only people I hear really say mate is Ireland. I'm like, damn, I said, bro, you from the UK and you saying mate and you speak English like that? And when you speak English, you sound like this, you sound like them? I said, oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense that they close like that. I said, damn, that's crazy. You learn something new every day. I wonder what country. Hey, look up what country Patty Pimplett from, George.
Hold on a minute. God damn these Brazilian bitches. Fuck.
Well, not country, because you said you.
What's his name? Patty?
You said so.
Patty Pimblett?
So what is the UK?
What's his name? Patty Pimblett?
Yeah, Pimblett. Where is he from?
He's from England, but right near Wales. Like he's from northwest England.
Yeah.
A place called Merseyside near Manchester.
Manchester is in England, ain't it?
Yeah, which is part of the United Kingdom.
But check this out. England ain't ain't that shit. I don't know how to explain that shit. 'Cause
So
ain't like
England is
wait a minute, wait a minute,
England
wait a
is a
minute,
country.
wait a minute. So ain't Massachusetts and New York is modern England?
No, it's remember I said it's New England. Like I'm from New England. It's like a region.
Yeah. And Manchester is where in the United States?
Well, there is a Manchester, New Hampshire, but
Oh, New
Manchester
Hampshire, New Hampshire,
is
New
in
Hampshire.
England.
I already know, bro.
Manchester, the real Manchester is in England.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying I know that certain cities and shit like that, they renamed from countries and shit from back in the day. In the U.S. So
Yep.
places in
New
the U.S.
Jersey.
have old names. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to tell. That's what I was
Yeah.
asking you.
Jersey is an island or a part. It's of the UK. Guernsey, Jersey.
So that's what
York
I
is
was saying.
a city in northern England near
That's what
Scotland.
I was just asking you that, bro. That's why I said they're modern whatever country it is or resembles, they're modern day because it's just a remake of what's already been made.
So without reading about the particular government structure, the UK is basically countries within a country. So the United Kingdom is a country, but within that country, there's other countries: Scotland, Ireland, England, and Northern Ireland.
See, that shit weird, bro.
They all have their own parliaments, but I mean, they're basically still, at the end of the day, under the United Kingdom. So it's kind of a moot point.
The United Kingdom is just the kingdom. That's all it is. United Kingdom
Well,
is
it's
just
really a country. It's
no.
the real country.
The United Kingdom is just the kingdom which wears all those other places make that up. So it's just a big kingdom. That's all it is. That's all it is, bro.
That's all it is. Wow, Northern Ireland is 96.8% white. There's no way.
Northern Ireland.
That's what they say. I want to see how white.
You know why? You know why? It's that it's percent that. You know why is that?
Mm,
Because it don't do nothing. It don't do nothing but rain, and then it don't not much sunshine is over there. It ain't nothing but trees and shit, and flowers and shit. That's why they don't get much sunlight. That's why it's only white people there.
hmm.
It's facts, bro.
20th largest.
So let me ask you something. How far is Greece from from Ireland?
It's really far.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to sail all the way past the Irish,
It's
down to the
crazy.
Irish Sea, the Atlantic, all around fucking France and Spain, off the fucking Canary Islands, not quite to the Canary Islands, but you'd have to go all the way to around the coast of France, all the way around the coast of Spain. Then you'd head east, you go into the mouth of the Mediterranean, you pass the Rock of Gibraltar, you have fucking Morocco to your south, North Africa. You could throw a rock at Africa, and you'd have to sail
But look though,
1,000 miles or 1,500 miles in the Mediterranean,
but look,
all the way to Greece.
how far is Greece? How far is Greece from Africa?
Mm, depends where in Greece. Depends if you're talking about Crete or if you're talking about Athens. But it's not far. It's just a couple 100 miles of ocean,
Athens,
Mediterranean.
Athens is in where, Greece or Spain?
Greece. Greece is very close to Africa. That can't even be if you're in the Peloponnesus in southern Greece. That can't even be not 600 miles of ocean. Not even 400 or 500 miles. Maybe it's less. Maybe it's
You know,
300. I
you
don't
know
know.
why? You know why I asked that?
Hmm. No, because you were there when you were in the
No,
military.
no, because Africans, Africans, some Africans speak French, right?
Yeah, a lot of them do.
Okay, check this
Depends on
out.
their history.
Check this out. What does people in Greece speak?
You already know the answer to that.
What is it?
You say it.
No, I'm asking. I'm trying to know.
Dude, you know, stop.
She what? Greek mythology?
If you're in Greece, what language do you think you speak? Come on, Cam, you know this.
What? French?
You just said the word Greek.
Well, but I'm saying, of course they speak. Of course they speak that. But I'm saying, what other languages? We know they speak that.
That's their language. They're very proud people. Now there's
So,
immigrants from Turkey,
so
there's
that's
people that speak Turkish, there's people that
so,
speak Arabic.
so that's the only language they speak in Greece is Greek.
Officially, yeah.
I don't know. They Greeks. I don't know. They kind of. I don't know. They got a mixture. They got a mixture of several things. I think Greek is a mixture of several languages.
They're an ancient people.
Cause let me ask you something. What other countries speak Greek? Just Greece?
Well, there's a certain part of Cyprus, the island, and they're Greek Cypriots, and the other part of it is, are they Turks or Arabs? I don't fucking know. Part of the island of Cyprus speaks Greek. God, Greek women have big fucking noses. Not all of them. I shouldn't stereotype. I think they have their share of beauties.
Man, that's crazy. I ain't no plug my shit up, man. I'm sure.
I bet there's some women in Greece that would knock our socks off just with their beauty. I'm more into Sicilian women, Italian. Sicilian women. I met a girl in Seattle who was Sicilian, and her beauty took my breath away. And her voice and accent, she was like something out of a dream. She was so fucking majestic. A total, I would call her a fair maiden. What a woman. What a woman. Golly. Yeah, I think Sicilian women are some of the baddest women out there. But everyone has their type.
It's countries that it's a lot of more countries that we haven't even heard of.
Mm-hmm.
People just know about the bigger and the big countries and the most spoken about countries. There's a lot more countries that you can go to. And there's a lot of more countries out here than just the countries that everybody talk about and that's well known. And you probably can have a better time at one of those countries rather than the big ones.
I gotta go to Sicily and start making babies with white women.
You said where now?
Although I'm gonna go to Mexico instead, and I'm gonna have Latino children.
You said a stallion.
I really want a cigarette right now.
You said a stallion?
Sicilian, Sicily. It's part of Italy. It's off the coast of Italy, mainland Italy. It's part of Italy. Sicily. Yeah, the Sicilian women are really pretty, bro. And their accent, like their version of Italian, the way they speak Italian and the way they speak English with their accent, when you hear a Sicilian girl speak English, you just like your heart stops. It's so fucking pretty. It's like, wow. She's just saying like, hello, my name is like, you know, Carolina or something, and you're like, oh, I just died. Like, it's so fucking pretty. Hello, how are you today? And you're like, wow, like that's like they're the way they speak English, their accent, and then when they speak Italian,
So basically,
you
what you
just
saying?
die.
So
You're like,
basically,
that's so pretty.
what you saying is that they're astonishing.
They're astonishing. That's a great word. I don't use that word very often. That's a good word. Astonishing.
That's what
Yes.
you. That's what just came to my head when you
Yes,
said
they're
it.
astonishing women. Exactly, they're astonishing. Yep, they're astonishing. They're astonishing. Yeah, I never use that word. That's a good word. Yeah. Oh my God. And then they go, and then imagine they bust out some food to cook for you.
Yeah.
That's a wrap, dude. They bust out their grandma's fucking spaghetti recipe.
Yeah, spaghetti and meatball. That's what I would do.
That's a wrap.
That's what I would do for the
Some
spaghetti and
lasagna,
meatball.
or some eggplant parmesan, or types of dishes that you and I haven't heard of. Local stuff that we don't know about. Fresh mozzarella. Mozzarella. Yeah. If only. Be so lucky. I'm sure they'd like you over in Sicily. They'd probably like, oh, Mike, too. He'd have a half Sicilian child.
Yeah.
Michelangelo would be his child's name. Go Mike's kids are gonna be fucking football players. I think Go Mike's gonna be a good dad. His kids are definitely gonna play sports though. Aren't they, Mike? Are you gonna let your kids play football, Mike? Mike's gonna be such an.
Might just stop talking sometimes, bro.
I don't know why he does that. It makes me feel hated. I'm gonna go outside and see if I can find a cigarette to bum off somebody. Because I'm a degenerate. I'm a total fucking degenerate. When I think about you. It's so funny. I had this teacher in high school named Belinda. I'm not gonna say her last name. She was my chemistry teacher. They had a CD and she had a CD disc player in her classroom.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I pressed play. I just went up to it. I pressed play without thinking. I just pressed play. And out of nowhere, the song came on. When I think about you, I touch myself. Whoa, when I think of... And she got so pissed at me. Like enraged. And everyone started laughing, and all I did was fucking press play. Like, I just didn't think. And it was like I violated her or something. I'm like, what the fuck? She was just embarrassed that everyone knew the song she listened to. It's like I touch myself. I can't remember. I can't think of the song. It's like, and I think about you. I can't. Wow, dude. I gotta lose weight, Cam.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. I'm up to 230. I just looked at myself in the mirror. I'm like, dude, who's that fat fuck? Shameful. I don't think I'm gonna find a cigarette out here. No one's sleeping. When I think about you, oh my God, there's a GL Metro here. That's incredible. Why isn't Mike talking? I should make Mike my bitch. I'm about to drive 3,000 miles across the country. I should live stream that shit. You ever driven from one side of the country to the other, Cam?
Yeah.
By yourself?
Yeah.
No, you haven't.
In my life. From one
Where's Go Mike?
from
Huh?
one from one bottom of the city to the other.
Where?
From one bottom of the city to from one bottom of the state to another.
From one part of Georgia to the other part of Georgia?
You know, the bottom of the state, or the bottom of the United States. So from one part of the bottom of the United States to another part of the bottom of the United States. Like
Okay.
just from west to east. That's all I did. I ain't do too much going up and down, just basically just straight across from one part to the other.
I better go to bed. I ain't on the clock like you making money. I'm spending money. I gotta get to bed. I wish Mike would talk, but he's just, God knows what he's doing. What do you think Mike's doing right now? Playing 2K?
You want me to be quite honest with you, Doris? Can I be quite
Yeah.
honest with you?
Yeah. Go on.
I don't give a fuck what Mike's doing.
Wow, that's not what I thought you were gonna say.
I don't give a fuck what Mike's doing right now.
I thought you were gonna say something crazy.
Nah, hell nah. I don't give a fuck what
Like
Mike's doing
Mike's
right now.
like Mike's stroking it or something.
I'm on the punt. I'm up here to talk sports, bro. Anything other than that, I can care less about it. Really.
Wow. Yeah, I better get to bed. It's fucking 2 o'clock.
All right, brother.
When I think about my bed, I think the Nuggets. Nuggets are playing the Clippers. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, Nuggets Clippers. That's gonna be a good series. Wolves Lakers.
Hey, can you
Warriors
name? Hey,
Magic.
hey, George, can you name 7 players on the Clippers?
I can only name 2.
You said you can name 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm a casual.
Oh my God, bro.
Kawhi and James Harden. Or maybe I can name
You can't be a casual.
Bogdanovic.
You can't be a. You can't be a casual, bro.
I wonder if Kobe Brown was named after Kobe Bryant. I'm sure he was. Was Kobe Brown named after Kobe Bryant? Yes, Kobe Brown was named after basketball legend Kobe Bryant. Brown's father, Greg Brown, was impressed by Kobe Bryant's game during a recruiting visit to LaSalle University, where Joe Bryant was then an assistant coach. Greg Brown told Joe Bryant that if he ever had a son, he would name him Kobe. Man, I can't believe Kobe's dead. That's crazy. Just shows you how precious life is. Mike not gonna say nothing before I hop off?
I'm probably right behind you, bro. Ain't shit going on out here tonight.
There will be shit. There will be a lot of guys hopping on in just a few days when shit starts. We got games tomorrow. The Grizzlies. Tomorrow we have the Grizzlies at the Rockets. Oh my gosh, that is tomorrow. That's Friday. The Mavs at the Grizzlies Friday, and then the Heat at the Hawks. I think the loser goes home. One game, playing game. I suspect the Heat will win, and I suspect the Grizzlies will win. You think the Grizzlies will beat the Mavs in a single game?
I don't know.
Bucks at the Pacers. Bucks Pacers series. I got the Bucks, Clippers, Nuggets. Oh my gosh. I can't pick that. I don't know enough about the Clippers, but the Clippers are on a win streak. And the Nuggets just fired their head coach. I don't know. I like the Clippers in that. Pistons, Knicks. I'm gonna go with the Pistons in the upset. Lakers, Wolves. I'm gonna go with the Lakers. Thunder. Doesn't matter who they play. I'm gonna go with the Thunder, whether it's the Grizzlies or the Mavs. Magic and Celtics. I'm gonna go with the Celtics. The Cavaliers. I'm gonna go with them beating whoever they play, whether it's the Heat or the Hawks. The Warriors and Rockets. I'm gonna go with the. Oh wow, that's tough. I'm gonna go with the Rockets. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go with the Rockets. I'm gonna go with the Rockets. First round exit for the Warriors. Who would you pick in a series between the Warriors and the Rockets?
The Warriors and the Rockets. I'm gonna go with the Rockets.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rockets. I want to send those guys some good energy. I hope they upset. I want to see. I don't want to see the Warriors in the playoffs. It's time for some new change. How many hours of work you got left?
What time is it?
About 5:12 your time.
About an hour and a half.
Hmm?
About an hour and a half.
Oh no. Well, yeah, I was just teasing Mike. This channel's about to blow up, especially when the playoffs start. The real playoffs, not these stupid playing games. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed, man. You have a good rest of your shift, Cam. It was nice talking to you.
I appreciate that, brother. You too.
Alright, man. Have a good night, Mike. We'll see you guys.
Oh, oh shit.
That shit hit crazy, boy. Shit hit so crazy, boy. I don't understand this shit, man. I don't understand this shit.